Aussies just to shit the Chinese. My intentions are pure, but I'm just a bit blunt. And to a few select people, I'm the world's greatest cunt. I'm just not a hateful or mean kind of a guy. I'm just fucking cheeky, sarcastic and dry. Some say I'm offensive, grotesque and obscene. I just don't give a fuck, and I say what I mean. Just like Amy Schumer, but without the disease. 'Cause it turns out the world's biggest cunt might be me.
Wish? Did somebody say wish?
I wish I had a better beer.
Well, I can't do that, but I could start this show. Repeat after me. Mega like a high, mega high ni ho.
That sounded kind of racist. I'm just gonna avoid a Wall Street Journal article.
Fine. We'll just start the show.
Yeah. We'll wait.
Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to Midweek Saints. How you doing? How are you, Nick?
I'm sweating my dick off. How about you?
I'm perfectly comfortable.
You're just a floating head, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
I lost my dick in Genie War.
Yeah, that damn Genie nom. That shit was terrible, man.
That's what turned me into an alcoholic.
I never thought I could kill Vietnamese communists, but back in 2005, proved myself wrong. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I have no idea what that means.
So how's it going, everybody? This Thursday, we hope you're all sitting in some comfortable air conditioning, maybe sipping on a nice icy cold drink of some kind, just kicking it in the shade, because we're not. No, we are here, literally just dying for your amusement, as is befitting for a talk show.
That's
in
right.
General.
That's absolutely.
If it's not the body dying, it's the dignity, and who knows, maybe today you'll get to see both. But
oh, I'm pretty sure dignity is dead at this point.
Yeah, we're now. I can't see it right now. Where are we in Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Yes, we are.
My suit this is just such a well-timed decision on my part. Now, if you guys go ahead and smash that 1 button if you think I look anything like Paul Rubens, smash that 2 button if you'd like to see me mimic Dave Rubens, and
I think I can show. I'll show you what we look like. Here, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can do this.
And smash 3 button if you think I should just eat a Reuben, like. You know,
a Reuben sounds really good right now.
It's funny how a good a hot sandwich can even. Oh, that's yeah. No, there ain't no dignity going on here. Nope.
It's all gone.
Okay.
It's all gone.
Just gonna drop a couple random tabs of acid at some point in the hopes that my couch will start talking to me again. Good times. Couch is a good bro, you know. So, yep. How's it going, everybody? We hope. Oh, some of you stacking up in Discord. That's nice. So it's midweek, as you know. If you jump into the Discord and hang out in the waiting room there, we're going to be doing some dice rolls, digital dice rolls, later down the line, and we'll be inviting some of you guys in to participate in the show after we go over some of the strangest news that we seem to have found this week. We've got some pretty interesting stories lined up, I'd say.
There's kind of a theme this week. A little bit of a theme I've noticed. It's about, like, there's a lot of statues in the news this week. I'm not really sure why.
It's funny. I didn't even, when I was picking the first three out, I didn't even, like, put that together. I'm like, huh. I thought initially, I'm like, oh, look, 2 stories from London.
You know what I just realized? It must really suck to be a genie floating in a fucking box. Like, my nose really itches. But I don't have hands.
It's, yeah, see, that's why you got to go digital with it and just be Max Headroom playing the Pee Wee Herman genie. There's a reason that,
Dude, we are totally going to do Max Headroom someday. That is so going to happen. We'll have to actually do the makeup, too.
Well, we could try a face rig.
Yeah, we could do, yeah, I mean, I own the program face rig.
I'm sure I could get my hands on it too. So I mean, yeah, lots of bright things in the future, I'd say. Although you're a psychic floating genie head, so I'm sure you saw that coming.
I will use my telekinesis to raise this fork, the end of this fork.
There you go. I hope no one eats.
There we go.
I hope you don't mistake that fork later. Like you'll be sitting at your desk after the show, just like watching some fucked up video, and you'll just pick your fork up to eat whatever soy-based product you're eating that day, and just like, oh.
Soy-based, huh?
Yeah, it's got to be. Everybody's a soy boy these days, didn't you know?
Well,
or you're a Nazi.
I do chug copious amounts of soy, at least recently. I mean, it's good for the diet, good for digestion. Now everything itches. What the fuck?
Now, so you guys, not to break the fourth wall too hard, but I'm sure you guys figured it out. Jeff is actually, he's actually filming in a full green screen bodysuit right now in this lovely, lovely July heat.
Oh.
I'm
a genie.
That's right. By the end of this, he will have lost so much of his body's hydration that he will probably begin to think he's actually a genie. That will be horribly confusing for memory. In about an hour's time, I'd say. It should be fun.
I can't wait to have heat exhaustion and keep trying to do the show. It's gonna be amazing. Amazing. Terrific.
Let nobody say that we don't really fully go there, because I mean, I'll be honest, I mean, I'm not sitting in a bodysuit, but under a 3-piece studio lighting set, a heavy button-down suit and tie. Oh man, I mean, I'm kind of sweating like Phil Spector over here. No.
Wow, that reference! Holy shit, that's a special one right there.
Yeah, I thought it'd go over well.
Fuck me. All right, well, I guess we got a couple things to catch up on real quick before we jump right into a news. It's only kind of a joke.
I knew we'd get racist. I knew it'd be racist somehow at this point of the show.
Nah, it's more like a suicide joke, I think.
Oh, no, that's really insensitive.
I know.
We're getting there.
I'm very.
We're getting there.
Nobi Yeti resubscribed. 5 months so far. What's up, my dudes? Playing in Manchganistan. Are you gonna go see him tonight?
Can't. I got the kiddo.
Oh fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
Larry Kubiak with the biddies. Do the Dave Rubin, Nick. Don't eat a regular Reuben. Eat a Dave Rubin.
Eat a Dave Rubin. He does look like he's got some meat to him. I mean, yeah, he probably saute up really nice, I imagine.
Quinn JDQ has subscribed with the Prime subscription. Hey, by the way, that reminds me, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription. And I can't snap my fingers and point at you because I don't have hands. Getting in the roll. All right, you guys ready for our first news item?
Yeah, let's go. This one's fun. I'm actually really glad about this. So you guys, I mean, we've all seen it at this point that, you know, we're actually living in an age where people are building jetpacks, and we've seen the hydro jetpacks where they're the big hose, and then we've seen that one that P Diddy bought that looks pretty dead on like the old school James Bond jetpack.
Yeah.
This British inventor, this is a jet suit. This is some legit Tony Stark shit. And there's a nice little clip here. We'll play this now that shows.
Put it up on the magic screen.
Put it up on the magic screen. Get us sued. It's okay. I'm dressed. I'm ready for court. You can tell. I'm
really fucking amused right now.
You know, midweek's the proving ground.
That's right.
Oh.
My God, I'm so fucking overheated. All right, let's read this. A British inventor flew in a jet-powered suit outside of a London store that is selling his invention for nearly $500,000. Richard Browning demonstrated the flight of his jet suit Wednesday outside Selfridges in London. The street was closed off during the stunt to avoid unwanted confrontations with cars. Selfridges is selling a version of Browning's suit for $442,711. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at this.
Dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of affordable, don't you think?
Well,
get the fuck out of here! What?
That's just cool, isn't it?
What the shit?
Yeah. Looks like he's got pretty good control too. This
Wait a minute.
This looks like Well,
like, okay, so I'm used to like I have a jetpack, but really it's like he made a giant fucking helicopter and like strapped it to his back.
Or it's a legit it's a rocket that you can go up in, float around a little bit, and then come down.
Yeah.
No, he's got like the Tony Stark arm controls and everything.
That's that's the fucking Rocketeer.
Yeah. This is gonna be the. I mean, I can't wait until like somebody gets like DARPA gets the brilliant idea to incorporate this, and like then we're actually gonna have those like rocket troops. It's gonna be like Starship Troopers. It's gonna be fucking phenomenal. But in the meantime, I do imagine that the Carters, Beyonce and Jay-Z, will be buying some of these just to show up P Diddy in no time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But this, I mean, I love that, like, and this isn't SpaceX or Tesla that did this. This is just a British inventor. He built this fucking thing, and he's like, yeah, I want to build a fucking rocket suit. I'm gonna build a Rocketeer suit, and it's badass, and it looks badass.
It is badass. That's cool as fuck.
I gotta wonder what it's fueled by, though.
I couldn't even begin to tell you. I mean, it obviously can't last for too terribly long. I mean, just like by basic like physics. But my God, that's incredible. That's really, really fucking wild.
That's just science.
That's just science. That's right.
Yeah, it's just science. But yeah, that's I mean,
doesn't beat genie magic.
When I saw that today, I figured if you guys didn't catch it because everyone's so busy talking about other shit nonstop, that it was worth sharing because it's a fucking rocket suit. It's practically an Iron Man suit. If you can get that thing to fly a decent range, armor it up, you've got rocket troopers.
That's right. We need rocket troopers.
We do, because Russians ain't gonna fight themselves. We're saving that for the Sunday show. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. That's that. Yeah. Oh, man, we could do a whole show about that shit. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Let's take us back to the Playhouse.
Yep. And now, do you want to jump into this next one because this is even funnier?
Let's see. Bar 2, Nick and Jeff, please address the Talkie versus Typey Civil War human rights violations. 4 months for your subscription. What is Talkie versus Typey?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. Use
your genie Google powers.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because Talkie versus Typey, do you think maybe that's like some old timey reference to like, well, these Talkie films are gonna make and then because the old ones had the typeface, the silent films.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what just came up when I googled it.
Look, fucking logic the shit out of that. Now you want us to address that? I mean, I was all about talkies until I heard Megan Fox get lines in a film one time. And then I was like, maybe we made a mistake.
Oh, okay. Apparently it's a Discord thing. It's people who jump into voice, and typeys are folks that never, ever do.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay.
Teach their own. We ain't here to judge the folks in our Discord or anything like that. But also some people, like, you never know. Some of them could be in, like, a different fake time zone where everyone in the house is asleep.
Ooh. Okay, we do need to, however, pick the word of the day.
Oh, Well, actually, I think we should let the audience pick the word of the day.
Yeah, you guys pick you guys get to pick the word of the day.
I wonder what they'll come up with. See, that's a sad thing, though, is you guys have to remember Jeff has immunized himself against the classic conventional trigger words that send him over the edge.
That's right.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to be a Sting reference. I don't know if it's going to be a well, I don't even know what could it be? Maybe lobster or something. I don't know. It's gonna have to be a word we'll mention though, and then if it's not a word we'll mention, then of course you guys can get us to read such with subscriptions and Streamlabs and the like.
There's quite a few people saying chlamydia. Some people like chlamydia. Yeah, a lot of people like chlamydia.
Lots of people like chlamydia.
You know what to do when you hear the secret word, right?
I forget.
Scream real loud!
Oh, do an animal impression. Yeah.
There you go. That's right. That's right. Yep. All right. Well, from now on, anytime somebody hears the word chlamydia, we're not doing cunt. No.
Yeah, that's a word we use way too much. This whole thing would turn into screaming at a certain point.
And like Bezos, praise be unto Bezos, his patience only goes so far.
That's true. That's true. I can't wait to go see that movie, that rock movie Rampage, where we get to watch Jeff Bezos and Susan Wojcicki do battle in the streets of like Baltimore. Pretty sure that's what it's about.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much.
I think like, which one's the gorilla?
With turban on straight. Can't tell.
Yeah, it's my turban on straight. All of a sudden, like a shit ton of Proud Boys are gonna show up and be like, "YouTube's for Americans." Huh?
I think it's on straight. I can't tell. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this. Oh, gay fish. I'll read that in a second. Let's do this next news item first.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they're having a lot of fun in London right now. It seems in between stabbing each other and taking down sexy adverts. But as of yesterday, a 10-foot-tall statue of Jeff Goldblum with his shirt open has been erected in London to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park. I'm guessing people in London needed a way to feel better about Jurassic World and Jurassic World Lost Kingdom. The statue, which measures about 10 feet tall and 23 feet long, depicts Jeff Goldblum in his iconic open shirt pose from Steven Spielberg's dinosaur film. And we do have an image of that somewhere.
It's near the bottom, yeah. I'm gonna get I'll get a better picture of it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, continue reading. There we go. The artwork was erected next to London's Tower Bridge by streaming service Now TV to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park, the first film in the franchise that spawned this summer's sequel, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which features Goldblum reprising his role as Dr. Ian Malcolm for a whopping 45 seconds. He's not really in the film. It's like, I doubt, like, you know, he just showed up on a set that was designed for his scene, delivered his lines, and then that was the end of it. Because
that's pretty sad.
Even he knew that film was gonna suck, and that's pretty much been the universal consensus. Like, yeah, this film really pointless. A lot of shit that doesn't make sense. Evil bad guys selling weaponized dinosaurs, and what was that cartoon back in the day? Dino Riders, was it?
I think there was a lot of dinosaur cartoons, but
they were all like geared up with missiles and shit.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking. Yeah, Dino Riders. Yeah.
That Dino Riders. That's what I think they're trying to build the Jurassic Park franchise into now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, Michael Bay keeps getting money to make Transformers films, and we've got Chris Pratt on a contract, inked in blood. Let's see how much we can get out of this. And I guarantee you. Yep, the next one. But I mean, like, Waz Lee on Twitter earlier was asking, like, he wanted to start a petition to make that a permanent fixture in London. And I, for one, kind of think they could use it.
It's a pretty fucking ugly statue, to be honest with you.
Oh, it is, but it's also fantastic at the same time.
That's true.
Also, we're talking about London. Nothing they do there makes sense. The statue, it'll probably end up getting stabbed a whole bunch, but whatever. The statue, which will remain in place until Thursday evening, has already become a hit with fans on social media. Is that really it? That's the whole story?
That's it.
That people on social media like it. Okay. Good job, UPI. I mean, I need to get a gig as a journalist with them, because apparently you're only required to write like 3 paragraphs at the most for a given story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. But I mean, I'm just it does kind of boggle the mind that, like, I mean, I want to meet whose idea that was, because they could have put dinosaur statues up, right? They could have paraded a bunch of shitty Ford Explorers painted up like the original Jeeps in there. They could put people in bubbles and have Komodo dragons chase them around a park or something. All kinds of ways to honor this. But they go with what is possibly the truly most iconic aspect of the film, shirtless Jeff Goldblum.
Right.
So good on you, London, England, and your bizarre art fetishes with, because you know somebody's fapping to that statue. Like, there's going to be a whole slew of people getting arrested just fapping next to on Tower Bridge, looking down at.
I would if I had a dick.
Yeah, see, right? I mean, that's fap material right there, and I mean, I'm sure Jeff Goldblum is honored to know that people are masturbating to his statues in public parks.
How can I burp if I don't have a gastrointestinal tract?
You're really bad at this whole just being a head thing. And the rest, it's like, come on, it's like, you know, give up the affectations, man, the vestigial aspects of possessing a body, and embrace the box that you're destined to live in for the rest of the show.
I really should. This is a very life-changing moment for me right now.
Yep, especially because you're going to start hallucinating pretty soon, and your what is it, the hypothalamus is going to stop working correctly.
Sure.
Yeah. Is it the hypothalamus?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's the thing that regulates your temperature. Anyway, that thing's broken in you now. You're gonna be like, the next midweek. It's gonna be like Jeff's gonna be like living in a bubble like that Travolta. I think it was Travolta movie, Bubble Boy. And they'll be like, this isn't actually a gag.
Was Travolta in Bubble Boy?
I think it was Travolta.
I can't remember.
I can't either. I mean, that movie was.
I mean, well, the main character definitely wasn't Travolta.
Well, who was the main character then?
It was actually a pretty famous person who was pretty new and getting his Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, that was the remake.
What?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Like from Jarhead and Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubble Boy was initially first came out in, or was it Boy in the Bubble? No, it was a movie from like the 70s. And I'm pretty sure that was a remake.
Oh, no, yeah, Boy in the Bubble was Travolta.
That's the one I
okay.
was thinking
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. At one time, Hollywood thought to remake a movie and give it a new title rather than just doing it again.
Is it actually a remake? Like, if so, wow. I thought recent remakes of movies were fucking bad, but like, holy shit.
Bad. I mean, with the exception of like The Thing and The Fly.
Oh, you mean like the 80s Thing? Yeah.
No, John Carpenter remade that, and that worked. But no, I mean, no,
not the prequel though. Prequel was not really that good.
No, and trying to make any remake with Jake Gyllenhaal in it is probably not a great idea.
Right.
Just a hint, because like you can't see him as anything more than a depressed Marine/gay cowboy anymore. So what's the point?
Yeah, I can see it. I gotcha.
His sister's fly as fuck though. They can cast her on whatever they want.
She is very, very pretty. RX has subscribed, tier 1. Thank you very much. We also got Everyday Normal Guy 426 subscribed. Thank you. Quentin JDG, love you, Jeff. Your positivity is extremely refreshing. You're pretty cool too, Nick. Sweet. That's very nice of you. I mean, you have to keep your chin up. When that's like literally the only thing you can gesture with anymore.
Yeah, and as for my part, I'll say that the best thing about being an afterthought is knowing that it's spelled THOT. See,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
All these subscriptions, it's beguiling. I mean, maybe it's just the suffering through the heat and the fact that like I underwent like a minor kind of surgery thing yesterday, and that still hurts like hell. And I'm like, we're just treading water. So much fun. It's got to be great without a body. Oh, that was a weak joke. Hey, another subscription. How's this?
Jable says, chlamydia? Really? Definitely should have been a cunt. Ah, chlamydia!
Oh, yeah. I missed it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus. You got to get into it, man. You got to get festive with this shit.
Well, I'm trying to pace myself because, I mean, at this point, I think we're kind of in a race to see who can, lose all of their bodily fluids to the absorbent clothing that they're wearing faster.
I am curious if I'm gonna beat you. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just gonna be great because, like, the last couple like guests from the Discord we're gonna have, and it's gonna be like, who's this? Oh, it's JT, man. What's a JT? Oh,
Yeah. I don't feel so good. Oh shit.
I taste why do I smell eggs? That whole thing again.
Aw, they're yelling with us too. That's sweet. Okay.
Yeah. A bunch of people just confusing the fuck out of roommates and family.
Right. All right. So, I will read this next one. But first, I have to telekinetically remove my sunglasses. Woo! Put on my reading glasses.
That's some pretty shit telekinesis you got there.
Hey. I mean, I could give you thumbs up, but you're not gonna see it. All right.
I'm gesturing with my hand. You want to guess what it is? So
moving on. All right. So, giant squirrel installation in Kazakhstan sparks backlash over 67G cost. I don't know what 67G is supposed to be.
Oh, we'll find out. And for the record, it's Kazakhstan.
What did I say?
Kazakhstan, something like that. They're the world's #1 producer of potassium.
Shut the fuck up. Really? I'm pretty gullible right now, man. I'm suffering from heat stroke. Come on. Holy shit.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Heat Stroke Saints. I'm your host, Mr. Repsion.
All right. The city of Almaty, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. God damn. Fuck me. I know. Okay. All right. All right. Hang on. This whole thing is just like totally fucked up too. Oh my god.
He has a new resident, a massive squirrel.
Yes. The art installation is 40 feet tall and just one of the pieces featured in the Art Energy Almaty Festival, the BBC reports. The huge rodent comes with a hefty price tag. Production costs came to 23 million teng, which is $67,000 American, with 15 million of the teng coming from City Hall. The tang? Tang or tang?
Well, I'm gonna say they use the dollar symbol, and maybe that's the tangi, however it's pronounced. The Kazakh peso, as it is. But I'm guessing that's 15 million tenge from City Hall. So
okay,
yeah,
okay,
23. Yeah, so like 8 million came from somewhere.
That's like 38,000 dues compared to their like 15 million pingo pongo or whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, so the sculpture has drawn both approval and scrutiny from social media users. BBC quoted one critic as saying it was a waste of tax money, while a supporter reportedly argued that the statue gave children joy and delight.
I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks like it's made of wood.
It does. It does look like it's actually made out of wood. So,
I mean, you know what would be more impressive is if they like somehow were able to build this thing out of the corpses of thousands and thousands of actual squirrels. Might not smell too good in July, but it would definitely make an impression.
You could plastinate them. Plastination is pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's that.
They'd have to remove all the skin though, because the skin doesn't plastinate well.
Well, I have to wonder. Do you think is the squirrel like maybe because Kazakhstan's an odd place. If you know the documentaries we've seen are any indication, I have to wonder. Do you think like the squirrel is it's a flying squirrel and maybe it's like their national bird? That would be pretty awesome.
I don't know, man. If Kazakhstan is anything like Borat taught us, maybe.
it's for a wedding ceremony where you dump your captive bride out of the bag, and then are married in the sight of the almighty Chippers.
I have to name it Chippers, huh? Others on Twitter also offered their thoughts. That's nuts, but definitely not peanuts to spend that kind of money on a squirrel.
Ooh. I'm about ready to fire this talking head and hire up Suharia for the. Oh, that's a quality dad joke right there.
That's nuts, but okay, yeah. I would be complaining too, said Angela and Sydney. Amazing. I like how this is a Fox News article, and it says, I would be complaining too, a woman wrote.
What?
That's what it fucking says in the article. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to really mean anything, but like...
It's like this was written by Kazakh press. It's like, somehow woman made it onto internet to offer her thoughts. Can you... What the fuck? Shut up. Time to take my medicine, but I'm gonna do that later. But, yeah.
I'll never forget my medicine.
Oh, I would be complaining too, a woman wrote, to which the nation's husband said, yes, you would. Little bit of casual sexism to warm you up on a Thursday. Yeah, let's see. The next one. They have been had off. It looks horrendous. What the fuck? This is sad thing. Is like it's at chest61. That's Tom on Twitter there. They have been had off. It looks horrendous. What is had off?
They have been had off. Looks horrendous. Okay.
What have they been had off of?
In message of support, another Twitter user said, nice statue. This is amazing reporting. This is some hard-hitting fucking journalism that you found for us, Nick.
It
Holy shit.
Seriously is, yeah. And like, Sublayat Knotskvid Blichnia Suka Blats. I don't actually speak Russian or understand Cyrillic. But I guess that entire thing translates. Someone called the installation wonderful. So, yeah.
Okay. British artist Alex Rinsler, who was involved in making the squirrel, said the animal is a great representation of the people in Almaty. Squirrels are our urban neighbors, he explained. Like us, they adapted to life in the city, and like us, they need resources to survive and thrive, Rinsler told Calvert Journal.
Even though he's a British artist, I have a feeling this is just like some British shade being thrown here. Oh. It's like, well, I'm an established artist willing to go to Kazakhstan. I have the perfect idea to represent your people. A giant brown squirrel.
Yeah, no shit. I was looking at that like, yeah, no, he's not local. They're like, please, Alex Rinsler, famous sculptor, please come to our shitty town in Kazakhstan and spend some time with us, and then carve your interpretation of our people. You're a squirrel! You're fucking squirrels! Right?
Wouldn't it be funny if in classic British fashion this is just like a Benny Hill style mix-up and the statue of Jeff Goldblum was actually supposed to go to represent the people of Kazakhstan?
Oh, that'd be funny.
The squirrel was supposed to somehow celebrate Jurassic Park.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I bet you there's some, all of our Kazakh fans right now are pretty jealous they didn't get a Jeff Goldblum statue. Or at the very least, Sam Neill,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the characters' names at this point, but yeah. I mean,
Dr. Grant. Alan Grant.
That's it.
Alan.
Oh, actually, yeah. So squirrels are urban neighbors.
Velociraptor said, Alan.
Oh, yeah. There was that whole point where he's trying to reason with him. He's like, Alan, you need to leave the foodstuffs behind, otherwise we die. He's like, all things die, but not every dinosaur truly lives.
I remember that scene.
Favorite line in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. And then he got into his jet, and then he went and helped shoot down the alien over Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that was great. And everyone was wondering why they didn't just get Will Smith back for it. Anyway.
Yep. He also revealed
that was a joke about how bad the Independence Day sequel was.
It was pretty bad. He also revealed its meaning, claiming it embodies life in the Kazakh city. I hope that people will be able to identify themselves with this giant squirrel, with its beauty and strength, as well as with its sense of depression and uncertainty that unite us in these unpredictable times. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Really?
And you got paid $68,000. Well, portion of that anyway.
I hope these people can identify with this giant fucked up looking rodent and how it's depressing and you don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring if you lose your job or your kids suddenly hate you. Like, oh my god.
Maybe Kazakhstan is a genuinely depressing place in that sense. So it's like, yes, this sad squirrel represents you people perfectly. Unlike your neighbors, the Uzbeks, who have a raccoon. Always going through your trash. Dirty fucking Uzbeks. If, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's this could be potentially a world-class troll.
I mean, if so, like, Jesus Christ.
I want to hear Trump weigh in. It's a massive squirrel, massive. The beautiful squirrels of Kazakhstan believe in my border wall. I believe the squirrels didn't eat out of the bird feeder. They told me. Damn it! Now I gotta avoid those jokes. I gotta save those for Sunday.
Yeah, you do.
The hot when I come to spit the hot fire.
Hot fire.
Although I do hope we remember to reference this squirrel on Sunday, because this is probably the highlight of my week.
You know what makes me really upset? They haven't named the squirrel. I feel like the squirrel should have a name.
Well, what do you say, chat? What kind of name would you give this giant squirrel? I have a very strong feeling I know.
Yeah, what would you guys name this? God, I hate not being able to point. This squirrel.
Yeah, this giant squirrel needs a name. I know what you're gonna say, so I'm just gonna sit back and wait for it.
Some people say it's a Trojan squirrel.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's a bunch of Russian Spetsnaz soldiers in there waiting to annex the fucking country. And take control of their squirrel population. It's gonna be like it's gonna basically turn into like they're gonna send them into Afghanistan as counterinsurgency forces against the new Montenegro troops who showed up.
Well, we got 2 votes for Norbit. That's pretty good.
I'm
Norbit
liking
the squirrel.
Reference to an Eddie Murphy movie, no less. It's extra points there. That's pretty good. I don't know how Eddie Murphy. I don't understand how he's connected with a squirrel per se.
Is Kazakhstan communist?
Kazakhstan, no.
No, okay.
No, I don't believe so. Funny thing about Kazakhstan though, like the most it's ever gotten on the map here in the States was Borat. They tried to ban the film, but because you can't ban films anymore, they always get out. Apparently, like the Kazakh people fucking loved it. They thought it was like the silliest shit they'd ever seen.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Well, at least they got a good sense of humor, even though they live in a depressing hellhole.
Represented by a giant squirrel. I mean, maybe then again, the fact that like opinion is divided, they're like, yeah, we spent what, fucking 15 million, 23 million of our funny money on this thing. None of us had a say in it. Fuck it. I like it.
It's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
It may be dumb looking, but it's ours. Fuck it. It's our squirrel. Who gives a shit?
Exactly. I was like, oh wait, did you see though that the
Squirrel
squirrel
X.
made it onto Miss Squirrelix? Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
Wins. Yeah, and also when they find out that we've discussed it here on Saints, they'll be like, well, we're finally getting the international respect we deserve.
Is that a Kazakhstani accent?
I was like, I half stepped towards what I think it might sound like, and then I was just like, no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
The only thing worse than doing an accent badly is doing the wrong one badly.
True. Sometimes it's the best though.
Yeah, that's true. Like half the time, like someone tries to do an English accent and they'll end up sounding like they're oddly from like upstate New York or something.
Mine always turn out to be Australian. Like I try and do an English accent and I always just like meld straight into Australian.
Yeah.
Because Australians just sound so fucking ridiculous all the time. So
well, they're ridiculous like people. Although then you take their silly slang, which just sounds like collection of like just odd consonants strung together, and compare that to the English where they're like, hey, let's add extra steps. We're gonna rhyme one word with another word and then put another word before that and then use that word as the like Barney. You know about
Right.
Barney, right? Yeah, like Barney Rubble Trouble. What the fuck? How did you get there? The fuck is wrong with your country? Go masturbate to Jeff Goldblum some more and come back when your slang makes sense.
It's straight Barney. The one thing I really like about Australians though is you can make fun of their accent and they actually really fucking love it. They have really good senses of humor about it.
Oh yeah, and it's great too because like you can bag on Australians like all day and they won't even hear about it for another 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like what, that dead meme? That
was
old.
over a while ago. Larry Kubiak. Oh, Larry Kubiak dropped a honey on us. Love the cultural appropriation, fellas. Here's a few bucks to shove ice down that suit, or a death shot, or a genie and tonic, if you will. Oh, shit puns aside, love you motherfuckers as always. Thank you, buddy. That's very sweet of you. I will telekinetically do a death shot for that. Fuck it. Whatever.
I'll sip my fucking PBR, because that's what I'm reduced to.
Flying Zbigniew.
That really kind of works. I'm rather impressed.
Doesn't it?
And to think they had to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get this sort of effect back in the day, and now we just do it on our Thursday Twitch show. That's encouraging. I like it.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure it was uncomfortable back then too. But let's be honest, sitting under stage lights in any kind of garb is uncomfortable. That's why, like, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago, when they're like, $50 to take your shirt off? It's like, fuck yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Pride's out the window, but at least I can be comfortable.
Literally eat my shit, Andy Serkis.
When did Andy Serkis play ahead? Actually, come to think of it, Jeff, you might want to be careful, because, you know, the American Association of Disembodied Heads might get upset with you taking the role that should have gone to them.
Woo!
It even hurts without an esophagus. Holy shit.
I have a much smaller cardiovascular system than I did before, so I'm gonna get super drunk from that one.
Yeah. Also, I have a feeling that whereas your body would normally want to sweat out some of the toxins that are making their way into your bloodstream right now, it's prevented from doing so. So, thank you, Larry. That 100's gonna go a long way towards meeting Jeff's deductible in order for him to get the treatment he'll need after this episode. So, set up a GoFundMe just to rehydrate Jeff Holiday. After Thursday's show, Jeff, upon removing his costume, dumped all his water weight onto the floor and shriveled up like the Crypt Keeper.
It fucking burns so bad.
Yeah.
Jables is asking, without a body, where does the alcohol go? It just dumps right out the bottom of my neck. Later.
That's gonna be need to be an effect that you factor into OBS to take your shot and then just click like.
Just have like an animated GIF that just like dumps fluid out the bottom of my neck hole.
Yeah, that way you just have to get yourself you have to hit the right mark. It'll be like acting in a Transformers film. That's 2 Michael Bay jokes in one show. I'm on fire.
That's pretty insane. Calm down. Calm down, man.
What do you think? You're Red Letter Media or something? I'm gonna start stealing the Christopher Nolan sound effects every time we do a transition.
The Pee Wee Herman episode of Midweek Saints was more depressing than my son.
I'd still say my favorite though is it's the Indiana Jones and the Curious Case of Why'd They Make This Movie.
That was good, yeah.
I still can't believe that George Lucas initially planned The Last Crusade. He initially wanted that entire thing to take place in a haunted castle.
Really?
George Lucas, stop. Oh yeah. Apparently, yeah, Spielberg was apparently the one that saved that series. Because Lucas, as we could tell from the prequels and from a lot of his original Star Wars ideas, is kind of terrible, really.
He's pretty fucking insane. He's actually a crazy person now. He is crazy person.
Crazy and crazy rich.
Yes, very crazy rich. So he can afford to be a crazy person. He can afford to fuck up anything that he wants.
He's got calling diving heroes kind of money.
I burped. A fucking death shot burp. Jesus shit.
Oh, it's gotta taste lovely.
Oh, it tasted amazing. But you know what was really weird about George Lucas though is his first movie was THX 1138. And then it was Wet Hot American Summer or something like that.
American Graffiti.
American Graffiti. Yeah, American Graffiti. Yeah. Both of those are insanely critically acclaimed films. Like, they're brilliant. They're brilliant movies.
The original Star Wars trilogy, as simplistic as it really fundamentally is. Because, I mean, all the lore that's been built up over the time, you know, all of the novels and the comics and everything else, all the explanations for shit, that all came afterwards. People forget that, like, when he wrote the thing and when it came out, it was just a goofy space adventure. That's all it was. It was a goofy space fantasy, like, adventure.
It was not an epic. It wasn't supposed to be an epic.
Yeah, I mean, there's been one movie in the entire series with, including all of the, as far as I could tell, nearly all of the like exterior works that ever addressed how the ships are fueled. It's like, that was never a problem before. Look, you just take a fucking space cruiser around and just zip around all over the fucking place. But all of a sudden now you're running out of gas. Ah, shit. Yeah, you should have fueled up before you left, dumbass.
Yeah, that is kind of a bummer plot point. Like, why do we actually have to make that like the central focus of the whole reason why we're all here? We're all paying attention. Like, we're almost out of gas. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Inconvenient time. Play the fucking what's the Larry David TV show?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Well, I thought Ivan Ortega actually pointed out something interesting that was brought up to him, which is that if you take Luke Skywalker's final scene and you run it side by side with the end to Escape from L.A., it's the same scene. It's the same fucking sequence, almost beat for fucking beat.
Really?
Yeah, no, Ryan Ortega. Ivan Ortega. Sorry, Ivan Ortega. He's the fellow who's actually re-editing The Last Jedi to make it an acceptable film.
Oh.
And he's been exploring Ryan Johnson's work, and someone brought it to his attention. Like, yeah, that last scene with Skywalker is pretty much beat for beat. The climactic scene to Escape from L.A. when Snake Plissken uses the hologram thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty fucking nuts. And I mean, and the guy's got a pretty fast growing channel. If you guys are so interested at some point, go check out Ivan Ortega on YouTube. But yeah, it's, I mean, beat for beat, like you got all the guns in front of you, they fire. And even when they flip back, like the timing on it, when they flip to the president who's watching from afar, it's almost the same beat as looking at Kylo Ren watching this happen.
Oh, wow. This is like blowing my fucking mind. This is interesting.
That's pretty fucking crazy, right? Yeah, I mean, like, this is, I think this is how I mean, people are hating on it even still. Like, there's still heated debate about how terrible The Last Jedi was, and there's really not much debate to be had about it being a terrible movie. But
it is just a fact.
It's like, but it's like, you know, it's like the Fight Club of bad big blockbuster releases, in that each time you watch it, you will find something new that's horrible about it. It's the film that will never fail to let you down time and time again in new ways. It's like a marriage. You know?
At least it's dependable in some way.
Yeah, I mean, it's very dependable, very reliable. You can count on it, and if you pay attention, you'll pick up, you'll be asking yourself, why? And what the fuck, why? For new reasons every time you do it. And I think down the line, 10 years from now, it'll kind of survive a bit like the prequels do, in that it'll be nothing but like shitty memes and people bagging on it for fun, because you can still do that. Like 10 years from now, you're gonna watch The Last Jedi all over again and be like, is this as bad as I remember? Holy shit, I never noticed that piece of shit plot point we didn't need. Fuck me, well, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good times. Hopefully, hopefully they'll hand the next one over to Paul Feig, so we can get a real hat trick of disappointing films.
Wow. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, just kill off all the male characters, and then all of a sudden the movie's over because there's no more conflict.
I still can't. I can't. The fucking Mary Poppins scene with fucking Leia. I just. I can't.
Yeah, she fucking, you know, I was really thinking too when they blew her ass out the fucking ship like that. I'm like, I wonder if that was like a post edit to like kill her so they don't need to explain her dying afterwards. Because now we're just gonna get some like, we're either gonna get like some like her actually getting blown up in a ship and then like she can't do anything about it this time,
right?
Or it's just gonna be some like early exposition, like, you know, the funeral of Princess Leia, and then it's just gonna go back to being an ordinary terrible film. It'll be
Right.
it's interesting to see how everyone's childhoods will be ruined. Childhoods will be ruined,
Too late.
except for the children who watch the films and think that they're good, much like the people who grew up with the prequels, which is why the prequels are acceptable films now, despite them still being as utter garbage as they were when they first came out.
Speaking of ruined childhoods, do you have an opinion on the new She-Ra?
I think trap representation in cartoons has been a long time coming. We need ambiguous, poorly drawn crap to stick our children in front of the television, and then pretend that we can resume our the prime of our lives, which are now long gone. Other than that, no, I didn't give a shit about She-Ra before. I don't give a shit about She-Ra now.
Still don't.
And I did have to ask the question yesterday, though. Where was the similar outrage when James Bond Jr. came out?
Right? I mean, I was outraged when I was a kid when that shit came out. I'm like, why?
I didn't give a shit. I just thought it was dumb, and I still think it's dumb.
It is. It's fucking stupid.
I just can't believe I just can't believe people don't reference that show more often.
No, I know why they don't reference it that often, because it was a shitty cartoon. But I will say, young blank has always been a bad idea in damn near anything except young Indiana Jones is actually pretty damn good.
It was decent.
Yeah.
It was better than the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Way better. Way better. It wasn't as good as the original 3 movies, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't a bad. It wasn't a bad series.
Oh, wait. Somebody said Muppet Babies. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Muppet Babies are pretty great.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, I mean, typically when you're doing television shows, prequels are kind of hard to pull off anyway, or like sequels where there's like the new generation. Do you remember that fucking god-awful Ghostbusters reattempt they had?
Mm-hmm.
It was like super diverse to the point where, and this was the point I made in that video, that Hollywood News video that nobody watched. When it's like, yeah, man, disabilities representation. Every ensemble cast will require someone in a wheelchair, and their nickname will be Wheels. Fuck. I mean, do you remember the BK Kids?
No.
Oh God, yeah. The Burger King tried to like roll out this like hip '90s mascot team, and they were as diverse. They were more diverse than the Planeteers, honestly. And naturally, you get that radical kid with the spiky blonde hair, who's you could tell his favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior.
His name is Zach? But his name is Zach.
Like Zach or something like that. And he had these crazy glasses and all this technology shit.
Definitely.
And then they had this kid in a fucking wheelchair called Wheels. And then it got a little racist too, because like the real tech wizard and genius was the Asian kid. You know, that's the thing I love about when you look back at '90s diversity
Goonies.
efforts. Yeah, when you look back at '90s diversity efforts like that, you find that they actually played up the kind of like just cringy stereotypes that people scream are racist now to the nth degree, just trying to make sure they hit all the marks and all the notes. It's like, yeah, Li Fong, he's a computer expert and a math whiz and really likes eating his food with sticks. What? He don't leave your cats around him, ladies. What the fuck? I don't know. It's yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing this modern diversity push. I don't even know how the fuck did we get onto this.
Anahata's freaking out because she's worried that somebody's gonna remake Xena. I think they should remake Xena. I think that'd be hilarious.
And they should cast a trans woman in the role.
Yep.
Yeah. Transgender Xena.
Mm-hmm.
Warrior. What's a gender neutral term for? Oh, there is none, because nobody, when they were coming up with those terms, gave a fuck. Yeah. Trans actors in the role of Xena. Now we can bring back Hercules. We can cast
Dennis Rodman as Xena. No.
Dennis Rodman as Xena. Yeah. Oh,
Jesus.
I mean, you gotta have it. You know, you gotta have a comeback somehow. Fuck, we'll just put what was that movie Travolta did when he was in drag? He like redid Hairspray or something, wasn't it?
I think that might have been it. Yeah.
Yeah, just do that. Just like have him wear the same wig basically, and just have him play like Xena, like in the older years when she gets fat.
Gabriella's got to be a man though, like an actual dude. Like some
Yeah.
some soy boy overweight beta dude, you know.
Who's
He's
that-
all
who's that
bumbling
guy?
around like, "Wait up for me, Zeta."
Who's
Trips
the
over shit.
Page? Who's the Page from 30 Rock?
I
You know who
I
I'm
never
talking about?
never watched that show. No.
Oh yeah, somebody out there is gonna know that guy. Yeah, that's who you get for that character right there. It's, you know, same. This is the voice of Fix It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. We need more of him playing roles that are traditionally female.
Okay. Okay. What about Hercules? How can we fuck up Hercules? We could cast Kevin Sorbo in it again.
That's true. We could just no. Well, I mean, I was thinking for a moment. I don't know why Kevin Spacey would be funny, but it would be. See, yeah. Tobey Maguire needs work. Yeah, Tobey Maguire's Hercules makes perfect sense to me. Nobody thought he could do Spider-Man, but look how that turned out.
Isn't Tobey Maguire like working on something right now that he's gonna like completely fuck up?
If by something do you mean like a Walmart distribution center packing line?
No. Like he's actually working on some movie project, and like I'm pretty convinced. Oh shit, what was it? Toby. It's really hard to type in this. I mean, it's hard to use my brain powers to. Fuck whatever.
He's having brain-to-brain intercourse with his keyboard.
Toby. How do you spell Toby Maguire? Whatever. Fuck it.
T-O-P-I.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Oh my god.
Yeah, we got one more news item to get to. Before
Yeah.
Bringing the poor unfortunates in the waiting room. Notice the list is dwindling by
Yeah.
the week.
I know. Because we're just fucking around too much. All right. Our last news article. Vegan group sparks backlash for saying chemical pollutants make people gay and transgender. The backlash the Facebook page has received shows that the
Turning the fucking vegans gay!
I know. Vast majority of vegans disagree with the comments made, the Vegan Society tells The Independent. A vegan group has sparked outrage for saying being gay or transgender is not a natural and healthy lifestyle choice and is caused by synthetic chemical pollutants.
People who don't believe in the value of protein are trying to tell other people that they're living unnaturally. I love current year.
It's pretty incredible, honestly. Pembroke Vegan Organic, a group which promotes awareness of vegan and organic plant-based diet and lifestyle option, has been bombarded with negative reviews on its Facebook page in the wake of the comments. While the original group post has now been deleted, personal replies the group fired off to its critics can still be seen on the page. When people understand that sexual development problems are caused by synthetic chemical pollutants, then they can accept how teaching gender in schools is promoting the most backwards and corrupt system possible, read the original post, which triggered a backlash. The promotion of any gay and trans is promotion of sexual development disorders caused by environmental pollutants and media and educational manipulation. Okay, so I gotta point this out though. Anahata was recently in the chat stating that it was actually Xena Warrior Princess that made her gay. No, it was the chemicals in your food.
Yep.
So says the vegans.
Yeah, you need to go vegan. That way you don't have enough. That way your blood pressure drops so much whenever you get excited that you pass out and you never get sexually excited about a member of the same sex.
That's right. That's absolutely right. It continued, the promotion of homosexuality and gender at children. Oh, wow. The promotion of homosexuality and gender at children tries to promote the view that transgender and homosexuality are natural and healthy lifestyle choices, which is not true. Woo-hoo-hoo! It is not clear what the vegan group means by teaching or promoting gender, but it insists teaching gender was wrong and will harm and confuse children.
I get this really. I mean, I'm smelling 4chan troll here. I really am. It's this reeks of free bleeding. This reeks of end Father's Day.
I don't know, man. Vegans are pretty weird. Some are weirder than others, you know.
This is true. Also, maybe they just got sick of hearing like people be like, "Veganism, that shit's gay, bro."
Yeah, that's true.
No, what's gay is eating synthetic chemicals and then putting your penis in a butthole.
That's right. That's wait,
erections don't happen if you don't eat animal products. It's the best. You know what I want? I want a vegan group to come out and say the best way to stop rape is for everyone to go vegan because nobody will actually have fortitude to aggressively sexually assault anybody else. It's like you'll get half raped. you just get halfway, you could be like half mast or something, and then all of a sudden you'll just pass out because your blood pressure's so low. Oh, and I even had an extra oat bar today. So much for the raping I had planned.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's nothing natural or healthy about wanting to be the opposite from what we are born. Transgender is an environmental development disorder. It's being promoted as natural and normal. The Vegan Society, which was founded in 1944 and is the oldest of its kind in the world, criticized the group's comments. The view of an individual vegan does not represent how the vegan community as a whole feels on a particular issue, the spokesman for the Vegan Society told Independent. It's important to note that veganism is based on kindness and compassion, and the backlash the Facebook page has received shows that the vast majority of vegans disagree with the comments made. All right.
Pembroke. Now there's a screenshot here, and I'm gonna give this my best English Welsh vegan impression here. The Pembrokeshire Vegan Organic. No, I'm not even gonna bother. I can't. What's his name? The Owen kid. I can't incorporate that. But when people understand that sexual development problems are caused by synthetic chemical pollutants, then they can accept that teaching gender in schools is promoting the most backwards and corrupt system possible. This sounds. Oh my God. They're an old vegan group, but I swear to God, this next line: the promotion of gay and trans is the promotion of sexual development disorders caused by environmental pollutants and media and educational manipulation. When the fuck did Ben Shapiro become a vegan?
Oof. Wow.
The promotion of homosexuality and gender children tries to promote the view that transgender and homosexuality are natural, healthy lifestyle choices, which is not true. But denying the fact that cooked meat actually played a fundamental role in our evolutionary development, let alone our basic nutritional needs. That's
Hey man,
way wacky.
That's just big meat trying to program your head full of a bunch of bullshit.
Big meat in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entendres write themselves, folks. You guys can write those jokes in your own.
Hey!
None should be hated or attacked for being gay or transgender if people are not harming anyone else. We should all be free to live how we like. The fuck? Educating children about gender is wrong and will harm and confuse children. I think it was like this was like a game of telephone that they wrote this with. Like one person would write a sentence and then pass it along to the next one and say, write what you feel and don't read what I wrote. So it's like, it's like no one should be hated or attacked for being what they are, but being what you are is wrong and unnatural. Be like us, who are right and unnatural. There's nothing natural or healthy about wanting to be the opposite from what we are born. Transgender is an environmental developmental disorder that is being promoted as natural and normal. You live in the most privileged period of time in human history, ever. You do not only worry not about starving to death, you get to worry about what food you eat. All over the world, there are people starving to death, people who would climb over the corpses of their own parents, of their own children, just to get a chicken nugget. And yet you, I've decided to take it from your lofty position of I am better than others because I don't have a good diet, to look down on other people who have nothing to do with your movement, except for maybe stealing your spotlight in terms of occasionally being insufferable, whiny cunts. And have taken to your platform on Facebook to say that no one should be attacked or shamed for being what they are unless they are these things that we don't like. I got nothing. Shit. I can't top that.
Ah, that's pretty good.
The fuck did you do? Oh! Shit, I never thought about that. Don't fuck with that too long, though. Otherwise, we'll get copy struck by Randomer Cam.
I just can't. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking dork. Holy shit.
I'll finish this out. Critics
please.
criticized the group on its Facebook page, accusing it of homophobia. Homophobic, transphobic, with zero understanding of science and complete lack of understanding of what people mean when they ask for peer-reviewed evidence, Laura Shilver said, giving them 1 star. That'll show them.
Right.
That's right. Go to their Facebook page and rate them 1 star. Give them reviews that don't make any sense, like you're reviewing a McDonald's in, Saskatchewan somewhere, something like that. It's like this vegan group is terrible. There were no paper towels in the bathroom. Somebody had peed all over the floor, and my chicken sandwich was cold.
Snatch Saskatchewan. Yeah.
A page based on pseudoscience and scientific misinformation. The real shame is that they are delegitimizing veganism and the move to a more sustainable diet with their hate speech. They are not only being discriminatory, but also pushing away from something we need to be moving towards, added Simon Benson. Veganism is a good cause, but you are damaging the reputation that caused by being yet another peddler of pseudoscience and misinformation. That's all vegans are in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
These people say that we were naturally vegan when our species first evolved.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about pseudoscience? This is one of those like let them fight moments, isn't it? It's like, oh shit, the morons are fighting. Step back, we'll kill the survivors, and then we'll be at peace. Yeah. Misinformation was betraying the factual ignorance arising from the fact that you have educated yourself with non-credible sources written by people who don't know what they're talking about. Chipped in Fey Brotherhood. Let's see, it goes on. Oh, here we go, yeah. May all your dried goods be literally hopping with silverfish, you Alex Jones tin hat wearing bunch of knobs, another critic chimed in. Well put, random anonymous critic. That's a good one, although I'd really hoped that was going to be a quote from Alex Jones, because it's a hyperlink, and I'm thinking like, yeah, Alex Jones chimed in. Everybody needs that.
Just realized I can't really clap because I don't have hands, so I can't really be like celebratory. Ooh, hey! There we go.
Oh, I thought you had like a little clapping, like a clap toy. Jones, who's been dubbed America's leading conspiracy theorist, although I think these days the president's giving him a run for his money on that one, and a prominent voice of the so-called alt-right movement. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I can't stand Alex Jones, but if there's one thing you can pretty categorically say, he's not alt-right. He's a fucking moron.
Yeah, he's not alt-right.
He's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
He's a fraud. He's a simpering fuck nugget, but he's not alt-right. I mean, the only people he wants to expel from anywhere at all are the green lizard people who are running the country by controlling the Jews, who control the media, who control the government, etc.
Leslie Maxwell said, I always thought putting your dick in another man's arse is what made you gay. No. That doesn't make you gay. Having another dude's dick in your arse, that makes you gay. And not even really necessarily that. I mean, what if they have boobs? If the man has boobs, it doesn't count.
Wait, are you actually backtracking and trying to answer the trap question now?
Not really.
Because I still think, I mean, here's the thing. If you're a dude and you have lots of sex with dudes but don't enjoy any of it, you're not gay, probably. The stuff you're doing is kind of gay, but you're not gay.
That's fair. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Yeah.
That's why I loved Lacey's answer that one time. It was after a Quiplash game. I asked her the trap question. She didn't know it was a meme, and then she straight up answered, "Depends how you feel afterwards. If you walk away thinking that was a hot girl I had sex with, then that's not gay. If you walk away thinking, wow, that dick was kind of tasty, maybe you're a little gay." Brilliant.
At least a little bit. Gay's a spectrum.
This is weird though. They go from here in this article, like, so they spent the entire time talking about the dog shit that these imbecile vegans were saying. And now it's the second paragraph. InfoWars is a far-right site which is known for its false and outlandish conspiracy theories. Jones has claimed the U.S. government puts chemicals into the water supply to turn people gay. No, frogs. It's turning the frogs gay. Do your homework.
Right.
Ashamed. Bigoted and homophobic, blah, 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 blah. They didn't, let's see, the group vehemently denies the post had been homophobic or transphobic in personal replies to its critics. I'm like, no, listen, we weren't saying there's anything wrong with being gay or trans. We're just saying that it's unnatural.
Right. Totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, it's like we're going to find out that, like, what's his name, Mark Collette suddenly becomes a vegan. It's like
Cernovich too. Cernovich is gonna go vegan.
Well, all we need to do is convince Cernovich that, like, after this post, basically the easiest way to prove that you're not gay is to become a vegan.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then the whole juice bro thing is gonna make a whole new kind of funny sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Long and short, vegans are stupid. We knew this.
Yeah.
Reporters are at the Independent are bad at their jobs. We knew this. I really want to know at the picture of the salad though. What are those little like balls of paste? Because that kind of looks like mashed egg yolk.
Ew. I don't know what that is. That might be might be squash.
Oh, maybe.
Might be squash.
All
I'd
because
eat
they're
it.
tasty vegetables doesn't mean that vegans are right though.
Right. I do love vegetables, but they're still wrong. They're still wrong.
Yeah, I love vegetables too, especially when all of their next of kin are already dead and there's no one to report you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Goodbye, magic screen.
That would have been a lot better in a French accent. I have moved on from potatoes. I have discovered vegetables do not have nosy parents.
Oh shit.
JF, I'm not attacking you, buddy. I just want to see you like live your life to its fullest potential. You deserve love like everybody else, even if the person you're loving isn't aware it's happening.
I have a man. I go to this man. I pay him $20. He sneak me in this room, and I have my vegetables.
I got the idea from the scene in Kill Bill. You know the one? I was hoping to make her my wife, but I could not fit her in the bag and get her to the squirrel in time. It's the only country that would legally marry us that way.
I was
Outside
gonna
of Saudi Arabia.
I was gonna make the joke of like, of course I could help deliver the baby. I have a lot of experience with pregnant squirrel. But yours is better. Yours is better. Smuggler and the Trojan squirrel to Kazakhstan.
I reach into the vegetable bag and I pull out a baby carrot, which is the nickname I gave my son.
Ooh. Oh man.
Here's an honest thing though.
This is a really fucked up version of VeggieTales right now.
Yeah, oh no, I was actually just thinking though, because here's a double standard in the mass fake news media, you know, is that like these people get a bunch of shit for saying like that eating a non-vegan diet turns you gay, but where were they when Stephen Colbert was saying that baby carrots make you gay?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, this is like it's unacceptable. It's fraudulent journalism. You know, I expect to see an extensive Tim Pool special or series about this.
Right.
And if I don't, then we'll know he's fake news.
Somebody's asking for a dab. All right, I'll do a dab. Dab. There you go.
Just basically knock your head on the side of the box. Oh, well, I think I got about as much out of that as I would have a dab.
I'll dab all the time, man. Dab. I'm good at it. Dude. I can yeet, too. Yeet! There you go. See?
I don't even know what that is, but we've got a waiting room filling up with people.
All right. Yeah. If you're new to the show, go join our Discord. Go to the waiting room, and we will roll randomly and see who's gonna come in and hang out with us. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much for all those people who have hosted us. Thank you so much. Anahata says, "Chlamydia, scream for me." Ah! Yeah, you know you like it. Now say it slow. Chlamydia. Ah!
I thought the word was going to be potato. But then again, I've been trying to get Kevin Logan as a guest on the show for a while, and I just don't think it's going to happen.
Go get better beer, Nick. PBR is virtually sewer water with a shot of Popov. Yeah.
I'm not even going to argue that point. But it's nice because it's so terrible, I drink it slower.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. Okay.
The only beer that gets along with my antibiotics. What?
Nothing. So, let me get this number.
I like it because when I take the pills with the beer, the white parts of my eyes turn yellow after a while.
What the fuck? All right.
Well, that's like the one medical thing I ever learned from watching House, is that when your liver shuts down and your shit all turns yellow.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I also learned that literally every medical condition can be treated with lorazepam.
Yeah. Do you have me turned down in Discord?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm not echoing. Cool. All right. First person we're getting is Slaughterpie-Ants. You guys keep changing your names. I don't know who this is. Hello, Slaughterpie. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Slaughterpie.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn you way up. Holy shit. Hang on.
Oh, maybe I'm low.
So yeah, I mean, not recognizing your voice right away. Have you been on the show
Here we go.
before, or
Got
are you a first timer?
I've not been on the show. I've watched every single Saints from the
Ooh.
beginning. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that is also the midweek Saints as well.
Hell yeah,
And
dude.
That's right. And I download them if I can't catch them the day of, and I go listen to them at work.
Oh. I appreciate that. That's cool, man.
But you both know who kind of understand which one I am. For Jeff, it would be the misters in your dome to cool it down. But Mem said no because of electronics.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yep.
And Nick, I still think you should have went to Tum Nuk Thai down in Arizona.
To what?
Tum Nuk Thai.
Oh, is this
Thai
your-
restaurant?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay. shit.
So
One more.
yes, I've been floating around in the servers and on Twitter and whatnot all for a few years, but you know.
Hell yeah,
what do
dude.
you go by on Twitter so that you can get a bunch of new followers?
Shit. What is my Twitter?
A really invested user. It's kind of shit Jack likes.
Oh well, it was who was it that sat there and said, "Oh, it's it was Jeff. You sent a tweet out saying I really enjoyed the Star Trek things you did, or Star Wars or Star Trek things you did." To the one guy that's on the left. And he's
Oh, Steve Shives. Yeah.
yeah. And right under that, I'm like, oh, I'm a little guy out here, and I got even blocked by him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, man. Eventually they'll update the block bots, and then you too can be blocked by Steve Shives, John Cusack, and he's.
Oh, I probably am.
Yeah.
I think,
Well,
you know what's funny? I think I actually am, on my new account, blocked by John Cusack, but not Steve. Which is so weird. Super weird.
We'll just tweet at him, saying, "Hey, Steve, I think you got a great hat," and then he'll say misogyny, and that'll be the end of it.
I can't even do that.
That's so weird. I do think it's bizarre though, because like Steve is fucking killing it making videos about Star Trek. Like his social justice shit, like it just doesn't land. It doesn't land, and people don't like it, and people get pissed off at him and shit. But like he's been making these. Yeah, he's making just these videos about Star Trek, and he's like getting fucking killer numbers. Like,
well, I mean, H Bomber guy, who I find to be an absolute cunt. I mean, insufferable. But
he's pretty annoying.
I mean, but his Sherlock video was fucking brilliant. My God, I mean, I'm a fan of the series too, but watching it, I'm like, wow, it really kind of is shit, isn't it? Oh, damn it.
I was about to say I haven't seen that one, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's the biggest problem with. I mean, it's another element I think of how the fucking culture war ruins everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because like these political hot takes, and I don't even give a fuck who they come from. It could be like Steve Shives, it can be Gavin McGinnis, it can be Paul Joseph Watson, it can be what's the Tyrannosaurus Rex Christy Winters. Yeah, it could be any of these people, but I mean, that like somewhere there's got to be something that they're actually not only knowledgeable about, but knowledgeable in a way where it's like accessible and enjoyable, to where like you want to think about what they're saying rather than just like rolling your eyes until you give yourself a migraine and then finding the migraine preferable to reading or hearing any more of their shit.
Right.
So I hope Steve is able to find some peace and solace in this misogynistic rape empire that we live in by giving good analyses of Star Trek, I guess.
Yeah.
There
you go.
It's not bad.
Positive.
For official, your Twitter handle is GamerNerd_K.
Yes. And I did that several years back, and I was like, okay, that works.
Yeah. Fuck it, man.
But
go ahead. Like, so what's like? What have you been up to this week? Like, what's going on with you?
sadly, I've just been working my ass off, and that is it. I wish I could have a better story to tell than that.
What do you do for work?
Other than right now, I work for a crappy company that I took a job thinking that I was going to be dealing with more international paperwork.
Okay.
But it turns out they're like, oh, yeah, you're going to be doing paperwork. I was like, okay, great. And then it turns out I'm fucking polar. I'm like, are you shitting me? You guys know I've got 15 years in this position, right?
So wait, they told you you'd be doing basically clerical kind of stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, and by the way, that's our new term for manual labor."
Exactly. You do an hour's worth of paperwork versus all day. I'm like, no, I'm the guy you want to help get your stuff through customs here.
Right.
And they're like, no, we got other guys for that. That's what I applied for.
That's
a bullshit. Jesus Christ.
The old bait and switch. That's why I won't work for Tesla. There you go. That and he called somebody's grandpa a pedo.
Yeah.
But wait, you don't actually work for Tesla, do you?
No.
Okay. Well, the way you're like, yeah, I'm like,
no, I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm looking at both sides of that. I'm going, well, he was an ass. And the guy's got enough money to go, I can say whatever the fuck I really want.
He's got space car money. I mean,
exactly.
If there's ever been a finer example of fuck you money, I don't know what there is. Like, what'd you do? I shot a car that no one can afford into space.
Yeah.
Because I fucking could. Ha.
I wanted it to be a satellite. Bring it. So, I mean, I was going to say, on both sides of that spectrum, I'm like, all right, I could see, I would have said something fucked up like that, but probably not to that extent. Because all I get to do all day long while I'm with this new position is listen to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew going on and on and on their podcast, right?
That's not bad.
I hear all that shit, yeah. Oh, it's great. If you guys haven't done it before, you should.
Oh yeah, I like podcasts and internet shows and shit like that. When I would have a job that would take all fucking day, but I could at least listen to something. It made all the fucking difference. It really did.
My brother's an electrician actually, and because most of his work is done just running line and doing his shit, like he'll just have like at least one earbud in listening to like Joe Rogan or can't even think of any of the others, like Ari Shaffir's podcast, whoever, like Joey Coco Diaz, just like comedians talking about comedy is his bag. And it's like, hey, look at that. Now, I imagine, though, if you're working in like customs paperwork, so like if you're shipping something to the Philippines, do you have to answer the question, is there a horny old white man in this package? It's like, no.
Have not had that one yet. But you do got to do with the crystals, and then they go and get into the weird shapes, and you're like, no, it's just normal little here's doing a good job. Here's your little trophy.
Crystals.
Crystal statues that are like teardropped, and they're like, no, you just put down crystals and like codes and whatnot. But you're like, really? It does look like a dildo.
Do you at least get paid better than like the labor job? Like, do they pay you the paperwork like rate?
Yeah, I don't get paid the labor rate or the paperwork rate. I'm top end labor rate, but I'm actually sitting here with my LinkedIn monitor open, going, "Hey guys, I'm looking for new opportunities." Just going through all my contacts list.
You should go and check out Amazon, because everybody knows working for a company owned by Jeff Bezos in any capacity is the best thing you could ever do for the economy.
Sadly, I was, but their distribution center is not going to be up for another year here.
Oh, I know where you are then, because we were bidding. New Hampshire was this close to getting that, and then my guess is they came here and took a look and
said no.
Nah. Everyone will get upset, and it ruins their view.
Yeah,
Yeah,
See, not even Amazon wants New Hampshire. I don't know why you fucking live there. Terrible.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be the government soon, dude.
All
The
right.
sad thing is too, I probably actually will.
Yeah, I hope you do. Actually, I'm really excited for you.
Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna start campaigning soon too, and I'll be like, I can't promise that I'll fight to bring Amazon here, but I'll never let anybody forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, heads up, you got Google that's out there scouting right now.
Well, no,
They are looking for a news.
Oh yeah, Google won't come here either because I mean our corporate tax is pretty terrible. But the funny thing is though too is like they shot down a program that was designed to hopefully bring the film industry here, and they even shot a little bit of Super Troopers 2 in New Hampshire, and they shot
Super Troopers 2.
Yeah, it's like we got that, and on Golden Pond. Yeah,
I don't know that one.
And Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2, yeah. Hollywood Northeast up here, but it's funny though because all the proposals to like put like the North Country, for instance, the northern tier of the state, desperate for jobs, really destitute. You go into these towns and like you could tell they were once beautiful, thriving places, and now they look like something in Western Pennsylvania. So so New Hampshire's brilliant ideas. You know what? We'll put a federal prison up there.
It'll really bring in the tourists.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bring like all these convicts' families will get to appreciate the natural splendor when they drive 1,400 miles to see their, uncle who's locked up for fucking hashish trafficking or something. And
it could be a good drive for when the leaves change. Come on now.
Yeah, it'll be like, well, it's depressing knowing that I'll never get to actually touch my father again because he's doing life. But my God, these leaves are pretty. Oh, look, maple syrup.
Exactly. I was going to say, you're sitting there talking about movies. That happens here too. I have a friend who drives rig, and he's on the board for picking up the routes for the trailers to do the big movies. And he was so close to getting the newest Star Wars that they were filming here. And he was like, this sucks. I came so close.
Oh.
I almost had that one. I was one board off. I was like, oh. Man, that's big money for those guys.
Yeah.
But the worst part about states who try to court the film industry typically seems to be when politicians start really getting into the nitty gritty and deciding like, hey, we're either gonna over regulate or corrupt the living fuck out of this. I mean, Louisiana is losing market share to Georgia right now because Georgia's doing it right. Massachusetts can't help but make an absolute clusterfuck of their attempts to the point where they're still celebrating the fact that Paul Feig's Ghostbusters are shot in Boston, even though it was set in New York.
Exactly.
And it's great too. The opening scene to that movie, a friend of mine who I was in a film with, she did like stand-in work throughout most of it, and then she did just like featured extra shit. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because you see this and you can't blame them, but like the performers in this area who never get a shot at really doing any real work until they move out of here and go to New York, they'll get like background in something and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm gonna put this in my reel. Like that's why no one gets any work around here. You're all
in the background.
Yeah, you're all background. It's like, one of the biggest names to come out of the New England market. And it's not even a name, and I can't even remember her name now. But yeah, you take a look at her demo reel, her big like actors reel, which is supposed to be like highlighting your best performances. She opens it with a silent background part where she's walking next to Amy McAdams in some film. Like, I don't know.
I'm a star by association.
You can tell I'm a really good actor by the way I don't look at the camera. Good job.
There you go.
Good job.
I was going to say, here we got a pretty good film industry. I mean, we got an annual festival that happens around indie films that, most people don't realize are actually here.
Yeah.
They know the name of it, though.
Yeah.
And
your region, without giving it away, I can say like that region, it does have that, and I don't mean this in a negative way, that sort of generic aesthetic to where you can more or less say that it's anywhere. And Yeah, as long as you're not like saying like, oh, you know, this is fucking Mozambique or something like that, you could pretty much get away with it.
Oh man, Jesus Christ.
How's that suit treating you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any clothes because I don't have a body.
Yeah, that's right. And,
Slaughter. Go for it, man.
That hole in that garage, tomorrow, if you finally pull it out, it might give you a little cross breeze to cool off the head.
That's right. I'll have to pull it out with my teeth, though.
His disembodied head's just gonna go floating desperately towards the hole in the wall, like someone going for the last gasp of oxygen.
All right.
I saw somebody survive like this in a movie one time.
So, Slaughterpie, anything you want to show, promote, put out there to the world, buddy?
Biggest thing I like to show is a guy named oh god, I've gone completely brain dead. I'm looking right at his name. It's Inferno Canuck. He does Inferno Canuck. He does a Rifts campaign, and right now he's working on a massive one where he's doing mini campaigns on a big storyline.
Rifts brings me fucking back. Goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, if you want, you can still actually join his group and be either Coalition or Tolkien. They're still open.
Man,
all of the books are online.
I just really, really want the time to be able to fucking play role-playing games again. I miss that shit so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, just knock out 3 hours out of your week, and that you're good to go.
That's difficult. That's pretty difficult.
That would end up being my electric bill.
Exactly. Having yourself a family stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's really good. He was in a Let's Play group. So if you do Risk Campaign, Risk Campaign 1, and you find it, you can go through the whole storyline. They've got months and months of hours of footage that they've done. And it's based off of that, the several years in the future from that storyline is where he's playing it off of. Cool. So it's an amazing story. You don't have to watch the screen. You just let it play in your ear. And he's all on YouTube. It's great. Oh. It's amazing.
Well, I will definitely link him in the description. Yeah,
I would. He's amazing storyteller. So, but yeah,
all right,
guys. I know you want to get somebody else in here. There's a lot of good people. We talk.
Yeah, no, it's good to talk to you, buddy. I'm glad you made it on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Welcome, and we look forward to having you again at some point.
Yes.
Cheers, buddy. All right. So Larry threw another 50 at us. Jesus, man. He says chlamydia. I gotta go.
I was actually just pain from shifting in my seat. It's okay.
I love you all, but I gotta work tomorrow. Here's some more shekels to show his noise. Death shot or clothes off. That is your choice. So you can take some clothes off. I have to take a death shot because I'm not wearing any clothes because I don't have a body.
I'm okay with that. Oh Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna see like how many different shades of gray the underarms on this friggin' shirt have gotten.
Oh. And oh my god. The Sabigniev is getting low.
I'm sure JT or Rhino will be happy to send you some more.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine. They don't have to.
Send it to me, except I got to close my P.O. box, so.
And yeah,
all right, now I'm going to go to a used car salesman who just got out of work / Coach Red Pill aesthetic. There we go.
Coach Scab
right.
Pill?
Choke on it, Jeff.
Oh!
You know, the funny thing is too is literally, and this is no shit. Before the show, before the show, I pointed out, I'm like, yeah, I'll just be casually sipping some beers, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to dry out. I've been going too hard recently. It's like, oh, don't worry, the audience will fix that.
Yeah. Oh my god. God, it tastes so shitty. Women are dogs. Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna wait for like, you know, the actually, if you in the chat here and you guys in the Discord are ever so inclined, feel free to raid PewDiePie's subreddit to see if we can get like I don't know, painful Jeff memes. Just upvoted on the Y, and he's gonna ask like, what the fuck is this? Garbage.
Maybe
2
he
out of 10.
And if he meme reviews death shots, then they can die, and I never have to deal with them again.
Actually, no, that's something I'd really like to see though, because he's done his whiskey and booze videos before.
Straight grain alcohol, Felix. Let's have you rate those.
I think. What's up, kid? Hi.
Aw.
You gonna come sit? No, you gotta come around here. You're gonna be in front of the camera. Remember how it works?
Yeah.
Look at you. Get lower. Look at you there. You're in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yay.
Ah!
All right, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Quinn. How you doing?
All right.
I lost my body.
Yeah, Jeff's just a floating head if you go look at the screen.
You always were a floating head.
No, you always were a floating head. Kid. Close the door.
Ow. Wow. What the fuck?
I think, that's for, if I gotta say anything, that's definitely my daughter. It's like, wow, that joke sounded like it was shit, full of more shade than it really was. And then you think about it, it doesn't make any sense, but I've already laughed.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god. Between the death shots and the heat. Oh my god. All right. Well,
It's gonna be another one of those shows like it was a few weeks ago when you had your ear infection or whatever. It'd be like, oh, we did a show. Oh, that's right. I don't remember that.
next up is Lady Mecha Dakuchi. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. And I hate to pull a surprise on you, but you guys kind of have a 2-for-1 special. Say hi, sire.
Hi.
Hey. Hey.
Now-
So you guys made this
Yes.
official now, didn't you?
We did on Saturday.
They changed
We're
their
actually-
Discord name.
Yeah, I changed my Discord name.
That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah.
Yes, for
That's,
reals.
that's more legally binding than ordinary marriage, really.
Right?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is more legally binding. It's more important than the rings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, and lady.
you change your Discord names and you open up a Costco account together, and like that's a tighter
I think
bond than
that's-
marriage.
I'm pretty sure that's a legal
Yeah.
marriage contract in at least 15 states right now, and it's like, but your parents weren't there. No, but Dr. Squiggums was.
Good enough.
Ooh. Oh no, don't worry. He's already asking about when he's going to get his grandchildren. So
Gross.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit
right.
It's like, don't worry, Squiggums. You'll know when we have children because you'll be served with a restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a restraining order across states. 'Cause
Federal
Yeah.
restraining order.
You must stay
Yes, a
at least
federal
5 Discord rooms away from me at all times.
It'll end up being a petition like you're a congressman and be like, we need federally enforced restraining orders.
Internet
like, why? It's like,
restraining orders.
let me show you this thing called Saints Discord. You'll understand.
I'll be right. You guys keep talking. I want to hear, but when I get back, I want to hear the story of the proposal. But if I was not a floating head and actually did have a body, I might possibly be going to pour water all over whatever I'm wearing.
Oh, of course. Well, any stories I'll have to share because I'm on my headset, so I can't actually hear any of this. So it'll be from me only, sadly.
Good. So much like most of the show for
Yes.
most of the audience, most of what's said is completely without context. I like that.
Yes, everything is said without context for most of the show, isn't it?
Part of the format. In fact, like I'm pretty sure that was the
Just-
basis for the show in the first place.
Oh, without a doubt. It wouldn't be nearly as fun if there was context.
No. I mean, without if we take things like context into account, like how are we ever going to prosecute edgy Scottish boys? Exactly. See,
How can we shame someone who owns an adorable Buddha if there's context?
You know, I was this close. I don't know if you caught it. The story out of Jersey, though. Some police like found a pug that had run away, and so they brought him in and they posted a mugshot of the pug, looking for the owner. And yeah, Dankula's like, "Fucking put him away and let him rot." It's like, they are such vicious criminals. Those poor, unfortunate genetic amalgamations
Yes.
of a once wolf.
It is their fault, or it is our fault that they are now disfigured. So we must put them away in shame.
I do love, though, when you look at that, or when you look at like Sophane's Pomeranians, and you think to yourself, you're like, we made those out of wolves, out of dogs that could do stuff.
Especially if you consider like Pomeranians back when the breed was invented, they used to be like medium-sized Spitz type dogs, and now they're these little yippy fur balls of fur, and
They're squished ferrets, pretty much.
they are squish ferrets. You're right.
Yeah, they're a compacted weasel of some sort.
Compacted weasel.
Yeah,
I like that.
compact
I
weasels.
like that.
God, he's having too much fun. No, wait, he's not. He's actually just getting hysterically
Wait, what?
dehydrated.
I haven't seen the screen. Hold on. What is he
no.
doing?
Oh, he's Jeff. There's something
I see.
creeping out behind your head.
No, everything's fine.
Fun
Oh no!
to think, like, with green screens, you can either make the Avengers, or you can make this.
You know, I think I know what I prefer. I know what I prefer. It's actually this. The
Becca
more
like a
budget
high.
makes it more endearing.
That's true. And with a snap of my fingers and an upload of a single video, I can make like up to 40 subscribers disappear.
Magic.
Love YouTube, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Heat stroke
I actually-
intensifies. Yes, heat
I
stroke is
actually-
intensifying.
I actually think I recently determined that, like, because I noticed a number of people on YouTube are getting the auto unsub bug where, like, whenever they upload, a bunch of their subscribers are auto purged. I think it's actually tied to views, though, because the last video I uploaded, nobody watched it, and then I barely lost
Really?
any subscribers.
That's
Motivational Mondays, guys.
ha.
Mhm.
Take that, YouTube. Your way to get people to leave my channel made nothing happen. Ha ha.
Haha, YouTube. I showed you. Nobody watches my shit. Ha! That's why I'm offensive as possible, because there's no one to offend.
Oh Lord.
If you scream the N-word in a forest and there's no one around to hear it, is it still racist?
Mm.
That's a thinky boy question.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was the proposal story? I want to hear this.
Oh, okay. Well, Sire and I this year actually we've been together 7 years.
Some.
Yeah, and about year 2, we've kind of figured out, yeah, this is just it. We're going to get married. This is our life.
Right.
We'll deal with it. And with all the love in the world, of course. But
Once you settle
uh,
for take ticking clock to be your lawfully wedded wife.
well, that's what happened. No. But let's see. So 2 years ago, we got engaged, but we were waiting for my job situation to stabilize, and not this February, but last February, it did finally stabilize. I got a full-time job, and it's a job, but it's better than what I was doing before. So went ahead and planned it out, and yeah. And as for the actual proposal, Jeff, it wasn't really that impressive. Like September, like it was like in September or something.
Right.
And Sire was just like, "All right, going to go look for rings." So we went look for rings. We have a jeweler, so we went there, found a beautiful estate ring, and him and his mom actually custom designed the setting. He got his mom's help because she's got an eye for that stuff. And
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff involved in that. Oh my gosh, but I'm not going to get into that drama. But it turned out good.
Now, if you're not
Sweet.
too religious, how would you? If you're not if you're not fundamentally religious or something, or a religious fundamentalist for that matter, how would you feel about one of us officiating your marriage? Technically, I think we could do it right here because we got a bunch of
Well,
witnesses.
that is true. I mean, we are completely legal already. Hold on. You want a marriage to be officiated again? He said he could.
Like, I heard how he started those vows out. No, I'm straight.
Oh no, I'll tell you about the vows here in a second. But the actual proposal was Sire literally just walking up behind me and handing me the ring. It was literally like,
Nice. That's class. Fuck it. You know.
I mean, that's honestly there was more to that than what my brother put in. Like, it was Christmas years ago. Everyone's opened all their presents and shit. He's just sitting in his lazy boy. He's like, "Oh shit, yeah." He pulls the ring out and he's like, "Yeah, so you want to get married?"
oh, that's good.
That's kind of how I did it.
Oh.
That's kind of how I did it for Mems. We were just sitting down at a restaurant, and I was like, "Do you want to just get married and go to Burning Man and make a baby?"
Oh, there you go. But I have to tell you this part.
Yeah,
oh, go ahead,
please.
Nick. Sorry.
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say something like I had visioned the two of them sitting in a Carl's Jr. and he's like, "Man, tilt your head back a little bit. What? If I get one of these fries up your nose, let's just get married, yeah?"
That sounds like the perfect proposal. I don't know why that isn't the truth.
I have
It's a
shitty aim. That's why I wasn't gonna risk it.
That's a demonstration of skill,
enough.
though. You know, it's like that classic naturalistic thing. You know, it's the kind of thing Jordan Peterson would talk about. He'd say, like, throughout history, men used to throw things at women to get them to notice their excellent hand-eye coordination, which is part of the dominance hierarchy. Only the best throwers were able to mate.
That's right. No.
Of course, obviously. But like as for the actual wedding and stuff, we never really wanted to be super serious or starchy collared or anything. So
Sure.
it was actually really funny. I talked to my mom the day after, and at church, some of the church ladies that were helping out and stuff, they just could not stop talking about how much fun they had and how like happy and everything it was. So that made me very happy. Just like, yeah, take that stuffy religiousness. And we actually got Sire to look at the preacher with the most quizzical face because of the vows. Because I picked the vows, and one of these standard Methodist church vows, and instead of the whole like super traditional one, it says, do you do this, this, and this? And one of them says, speak and listen. And we're both rather talkative people. So I picked that one. And as soon as the preacher said, speak, and before she could say and listen, he just looked up at her and said, really? In the middle of the sermon, just looked at the preacher like, really, speak and listen? It's like, you had access to these. They were sitting on your computer desk the entire time, and you never looked at them.
That's too good.
Do you, Sire TeknoAXE, promise to zone out and listen to white noise while your wife speaks of the things that matter most to her? I do. Do you, Mecca, promise to pretend to give a shit about the things he talks about, listen to everything, and then eventually grow bored? Marriage made in heaven.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Do you promise to eventually stop cooking and rely upon hungry man microwavable meals?
Oh God, no. That will never happen. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm lazy, but Sarah actually likes to cook, so.
I mean, I really like to cook too, but fuck, man, I've been married. Yo, how long we been married?
That's not
7 years.
well.
7 years. Been married 7 years. Yeah. No, I got burnt out being the only one to cook. But then, like, we can't take turns. Like, Mems could burn water.
I just
Wait,
love
she
how,
could burn water?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I just love how, like, the way you put that, though, as though it was like some kind of trade-off between you two, and you're like, I'm lazy and he loves to cook, so like Yeah, a lot of mutual sacrifice going on there. He likes to do stuff I
Damn it,
like
Nick,
him
no,
to do,
it's not what I meant.
and I like to not do things that I can get other people to do. So I figured, fuck it, I'll get married. That's the easiest way to make sure that happens.
Yes, of course, you hit the nail on the head. I'm slowly yes, for myself.
I can totally like that one.
Exactly, that's it.
Cracking up in the back. Oh man, too good. Well, shit. Is there anything that the two you want to put out there? Anything you want to share with us this week?
Any final
Want to
thoughts?
shout out anything? Final thoughts. I don't know. If you get the chance to stay in a fancy yurt, go for it. It's actually really neat. That's where we're spending our honeymoon.
Dude, I love yurts.
I mean, it's not a thing I'd ever have thought to do. Like, it's never been something that I consciously was like, man, I really want to stay in a yurt. But now
You
it's
had the
like,
option. It's really
that
cool.
does sound pretty cool.
It's incredible.
Sire also wants to say something.
Just a reminder to get your orders in for the Iron Man, Caveman, Red Pill Suppository Milkshake. Those are still on sale now. Just send the money to that blind P.O. box that I posted about 3 weeks ago.
There you go.
The reason he couldn't take part in this conversation for the most part was he was busy off shaving off iron filings to put into these wonderful milkshakes, was it?
Nick, he's just got a 5-gallon bucket full of iron shavings with a magnet lid. So if we spill it, they won't escape. It's madness.
That's thinking right there. Fucking Elon Musk. I hope you're paying attention.
All right.
Yes, the next Elon Musk, Sire.
Take care, you crazy kids. We love you.
Thanks. You guys take care too.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, no, I stayed in a yurt. Actually, Mems was pregnant, and it was me, Mems, and 2 of her friends, a dude and a girl. He was into her, and she was like, meh. But Mems is pregnant, so she couldn't really party. But we were like, we're gonna fucking party, and she's like, I'll just watch, cause that's all I could do. Whatever, I'm big and fat and pregnant, and so we went and we got $3 Chuck, like the cheapest fucking wine we could get. And then we drank it. We played strip poker, I think. Yeah, I think it was strip poker, something like that. And Mems is like, yeah, I'm not fucking play. So it's just the 3 of us getting fucking naked and shit. And then she ran out and started, not Mems, the other chick, started puking all over the place. So he and I grabbed the last of the wine and we took off on an epic adventure on the dunes. And we got lost because we were blackout drunk. And it took a long time to get back,
and that's why the yurt is such a fond memory. It's because when you finally got back there, you're like, we're not gonna die.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I blacked out. I didn't even remember leaving the yurt. I blacked out, but I woke up because I was falling down a 60-foot dune. So I wake up and I'm like, like ass over elbows falling down this dune, and I land at the bottom. And I look over at my hand, and I've got a bottle of wine with my thumb stuck in the top, and I was like, "Boonk, yeah!" and just started drinking it. And then,
just like you fall out, you get like bruised as shit and all, it's beaten to hell after being thrown down a dune, and you're like a boss.
And then just kept chugging, and I'm like, "Where are we? What are we doing?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't remember leaving." I'm like, "Me neither." Let's figure it out. It was great.
It is one thing. So, but I think because we spent a lot of time on news, we should roll and get a couple more people in because we still got a bunch of people waiting.
Yeah, yeah. We'll roll now.
One thing I do love, and you guys probably identify with this, and it almost seems like a really natural instinct on the part of the human animal, is that if we are holding a beverage, seemingly of any kind, and we begin to fall, we will do everything in our power to make sure that we don't spill that beverage,
right?
Regardless of how the fall ends. And you see, like, I mean, you've seen these party videos, like, drunk girls holding like wine, and then they like fall into the pool, and they're just like, ah, oh, good,
nailed it, woo, hey, go Jennifer, I know. Okay, so anyway, frankly, my dear, tossed $20 at us. Thank you very much, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while, and I hope you and your family are doing well. I miss you, buddy.
We gotta do some gaming soon, dude.
I know, we do. Like, we got all hooked up with the Ghost Recon, and we only got a chance to play it like once, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it doesn't stream for shit, but it's a fun ass game to play.
Yeah.
Especially when I fucking nuke my team members because I don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, you're really bad at it.
I am really bad at that game.
Yeah, you are. Well, that's okay. That's all right.
That's a fun part of playing games for me.
All right.
Being terrible.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Shit. Wow. All right. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's nothing but trouble. It's fucking trouble.
Plan is to sell you on destroying yourself and your family and loving death and turning off your survival mechanism and destroying your family so the state and the computer robot age can corner every last one of you and slowly suck the life force out of you into the black of deep space.
How you guys doing?
I mean, yeah. I'm good. Where the fuck is that from, JT?
I didn't have that. I didn't have that set up at all, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I mean,
he just ran off.
It's just the motherfucker needs to learn to stay on one page because it's either the robot cyber overlords or it's the reptilians. I can't keep up anymore, Alex. Come on.
Dude, it was an honest toss-up, man, because I was gonna play that one or I was gonna play Pickles.
Oh,
Pickles
Pickles. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and if it doesn't pop, it's fake news.
Those soundboards are so much fun when during PUBG.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, voice changers in games that have voice communication are fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Oh man, I totally want to fuck with one of those.
Yeah, they're fun.
And you guys both vape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got mods that can like change the voltage and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you put the voltage at?
Depends on what the juice
Coil.
in the tank and shit you have is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, tank to tank it changes. I keep mine around 60 watts. Yeah.
Jesus.
But well, it needs to. I mean, the motherfucker's got its triple fucking battery setup. I mean,
yeah. I keep. I actually do mine lower than what my tank calls for. My tank calls for 40. I just do 30.
Yeah. So it depends on your tank.
Mine calls for like 32 at least, but it fucking tears my lungs out if I try to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
you also got to keep in mind too, like your nicotine dosage needs to be, like your nicotine dosage, for instance, that shit. Like if you're using one of those like cheapy little pen mods, right?
Yeah.
Then you usually like. I mean, I was a pack a day smoker, so my nicotine intake with that mod that I had, that little cheapy one, I needed to go at like a 10 or 12 milligram. And then when I stepped up and I started working with like these bigger, heavier, dutier shits, right? Which I forgot it's green, so it disappears. I mean, that thing I need to like, I'm down to like between 3 and 6 milligrams, and it's the same effect. And it's so basically like the mods that give you the bigger clouds, that just means you're getting more of the chemicals in your bloodstream. So if you put like if I put a 12 milligram nicotine dosage in this thing, it would choke me out and give me heart palpitations.
Yeah, I've got 18 or 20. I can't remember which.
Probably what's choking you out then.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I do 6, man. I do 6 and I'm good.
6 is the highest I go. I usually go with 3, and then like today I got a little bottle of this shit. It's a 6 milligram, and it's kind of nice though because I don't need it quite as much as I normally do. Born on date. Oh, I was born a year ago.
I should probably switch this out to a lower dosage then.
Yeah, that's one of the.
I smoked the same thing. I think you smoked American Spirits, didn't you, Jeff?
Yeah, American Spirit menthols. Yep.
Yeah, I don't smoke the menthols. I smoked the Black Pack.
Yeah,
the murder pack.
Yeah, they're like the chicory flavored fucking cigarettes and shit.
If I'm out, if I go out with like Jet Elite, he smokes those. If I go out and have a beer with him, right? Like I'm usually really good. If I go out and have like a drink, if I'm just drinking beer, I can usually stick with the vape. But the second like a whiskey or scotch hits my tongue, I need that smoke.
Oh, you gotta have a cigarette.
And those are all he has. And I mean, actually, when you were out here, I bummed a few off of you too. And like, yeah, you have one of those things. And if you're not like a regular smoker, it fucking kills you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was hard making the switch, but I knew that they were better than like the Marlboros and shit like that with all the crap in them.
Well, I
And now
mean,
if I try to smoke any other brand, they make me sick.
yeah, it's a trade-off. You get fewer chemical additives, but actually one of the things about American spirits is also that they have a higher nicotine content than commercial cigarettes, because commercial cigarettes, they calculate the nicotine dosage to go, that goes into the tobacco. It's basically like they're manufactured that way. American spirits, they say all natural, organic tobacco, whatever. Like the natural amounts of nicotine which are like show up in those cigarettes are like, I've seen people like, I want to quit, but I'm gonna start by like getting off these nasty commercial cigarettes and smoking these organic, natural ones. Like, you're not doing yourself any favors, homeboy.
No, not really.
Yeah, no. I was talking to a girl that, in Long Island about that, and she said that what happens is all the crap that winds up in cigarettes really is mostly the pesticides that they use to keep the pests off the crops while they're growing it. So it's not like
There's nothing wrong with those pesticides, though. Those are manufactured by Monsanto. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them whatsoever.
Right.
This episode of the MidWeek Saints brought to you by Monsanto.
And organic.
Yeah.
Monsanto, mutate yourself into a better you.
Monsanto, because
why have two eyes when you can have three?
Because those teenage Ninja Turtles aren't going to develop on their own.
No, they're not.
It's gonna be like the next one when they inevitably reboot Ninja Turtles again. I swear to Christ, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like some Monsanto-esque chemical company, and it's like these turtles were just wandering around in a tobacco field when they were spraying with Roundup.
I remember going to see the first movie that they did, and I completely fucking made an ass out of myself. Especially since I'm a massive, massive Ninja Turtles fan.
Oh, you're talking being like a 30-something-year-old man going to a movie?
No, there was this family of people, and all the kids had the bandanas painted on and shit like that. And like the mom had a purple one, and like I didn't recognize it as Donatello, and like I totally didn't recognize it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You're doing your own thing. And she looked at me weird, like, no, I'm not. No, he's a Ninja Turtle. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I feel like such a fucking noob right now.
And then I realized walking into
Donatello.
Walking into a Ninja Turtles movie completely naked, holding an assault rifle might have put some people off. So, but I'm pretty sure it was me misgendering her bandana that got her going. Now, was the mom old enough though to where like she might have been a Ninja Turtles fan in her youth?
Maybe as old as I was. She was fucking banging, I'll tell you that. I didn't see Daddy around. That's what I was worried about. So that made it even more embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you roll up after like the credits when you're like, everybody's throwing their popcorn away. It's like, listen, just for the record, I do remember Donatello. Now, I've always wanted to fuck Michelangelo a lot more, but I'm willing to make compromise. Yeah, well, that didn't land.
Other than that, how you guys doing? Now that you told me how to not kill myself on my fucking vape.
I'm ahead.
You're ahead. I saw you're ahead. You gotta be fucking cooking in that garage, bro.
It's pretty hot. It's I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty hot.
A whole bunch of green shit.
There's two words that I think I really want to say right now, and I think they'll speak for themselves. Skin tight.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that might be hot, but it's also sexy. So
it ain't unattractive, I'll tell you that much.
You definitely got to get some pics up on the social mediums.
I floated out into the backyard where Mems is sunbathing out in the backyard. I floated my way out there for a minute, and she looked up and just instant lady boner, instant lady boner.
You just saw it go boing. Yeah,
I'm just waiting for him to like
that, man.
I'm just waiting for him to like he's gonna step it up next time, and instead of going with the suit, he's just gonna go with like spray on vinyl paint. Makes a properly airtight seal around it, but he's like, well, look, I can jump up in front of my green screen and dangle my willy in front of the camera, and there's nothing that Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, you gotta go the Mythbusters route with that, man, because you gotta make sure that there's somebody there with a rectal thermometer making sure you're okay. So.
Now, didn't they prove? No, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. That was the myth that the woman in Goldfinger died, and she didn't actually die. But there was like she did overheat
Oh
substantial.
yeah, they had an issue on the show where they had to wash off. I think it was Adam. I think Adam was starting to have problems.
Adam would be the one
who
who
get him out of the paint.
Yeah, because Jamie wouldn't lower himself to doing such a thing, but Adam was born to.
He did paint himself gold, I think. One of them did gold, and then one of them did like silver or something like that, and then
Adam's like, all right, I'm gonna be the test subject, and then Jamie's just like, I really like Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it happened. So
now,
Jeff, I tried to, I wanted to, in solidarity with you, take a shot, with the death stuff, so that I was suffering with you, man. But the worst thing I could find was just delicious bourbon. So,
well, it's all right, man. As long as you tried, it's okay. It's totally.
But I did do my best. I want you to know that.
Right. No, I mean, and I appreciate it. I totally appreciate
I love
it.
This suddenly turned into an Animal Collective video.
Oh my lord, Jeff, you don't have a face.
What are you talking about?
He's really.
I don't see your face. It's
the updated Pee Wee's Playhouse. I mean, because like from where I'm sitting, the turban kind of looks like a beanie
on the back of your shirt.
Chair, yeah, your chair. Curtain on your chair is falling down again. But
I can't see anything.
Looking at this though, it's I mean, it kind of looks like a beanie and sunglasses, so it's sort of like it's like the remake of the Invisible Man, except it's updated for inclusion, so it's like the Invisible Cholo.
Yeah. And there's just, like this weird shadow of your chin, like the shadow on the green mask is like showing up, and it's like weirdly floating there, so you have features, but you're still invisible. It's really cool.
It's got to be like the first time in history.
I cast an invisibility spell.
A YouTuber's gone out of their way to make sure that no one sees them.
Pretty sure if I was in Jeff's house right now, I would be like, and I don't creep out easily, but I would be like, I think I need to leave.
Now, we'll
say, green man.
Doesn't this fucking turn you on? What do I have to do, Barbara? What do I have to do?
I will say, I do.
911, what's your emergency? There's a green thing trying to tickle me.
You guys in the chat though, give us a good sign, like give us a solid pinkies up or something like that. If you would like Jeff to do a floating head green body exploitable, because there's so much that can be done with that. I mean, granted, there are only so many characters in Frozen, but all the same, I look forward to your submissions.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Frozen. I gotta watch that shit.
It's just go and watch.
My late nights are like old school cartoons, like Betty Boop and shit like that, or Pixar movies.
I've been really wanting.
I'm a grown man with no kids.
No, Pixar movies are fucking great, man. I mean, honestly, it's like fuck. Actually, what was it? I mean, just cartoons in general these days are getting really good in a lot of senses too. Even though it's like the Cal Art style, The Amazing World of Gumball apparently recently redid the entire Cowboy Bebop intro sequence, in opening credits sequence.
I saw that. You tweeted that, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucking fantastic.
It was pretty good. That was pretty good. I also like The Incredibles is the shit.
Totally twerking right now, and nobody can actually see my butt.
So hopefully it's still cool.
Jeff's having himself a green blanket party.
You can see me twerk, but I'm twerking.
Yes. That's the best kind of twerking we could hope for. The kind you can't see.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just gonna, you know what he's gonna do though tonight? He's actually just gonna cut the ass out of this green suit, and then he's just gonna sit in it butt naked next time.
Oh yeah, they do that because they can't ban you if they don't know what that brownish starfish-looking thing is.
Not only that, ass. Yeah, like, great argument
just
too.
Green out the cheeks. So you got a couple of ass hairs poking out, right?
Put some googly eyes on it. Call it a prequel to Assy McGee.
You got the balloon knot there, and it's that's pretty much it.
Does nobody remember Assy McGee?
No.
It was an Adult Swim show. It's like it was just like a pair of legs and an ass that was a cop.
Oh my God! No, I do totally remember that.
God damn it, Chief! I'm 3 days away from retirement.
I remember that. Yeah.
Great stuff. great stuff. That was like the high point in modern media. Now where are we? Oh yeah, you're watching
Where we
Midweek
are.
Saints.
Jeff
Midweek
said
Saints.
back. I know that.
Jeff's a floating head in a box. I attempted to dress like fucking Paul Rubin, but ended up looking more like a character from 12 Angry Men. It's all good.
Skin tight.
Oh,
Does it feel
JT.
silky too? Do you have like a silky?
Like I said, what?
Is it silky? Like
It's
you
very smooth. It's very satiny, to be honest.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Kinda, it's like wearing a pair of really nice fresh nylons all over your body.
Oh,
Just 'cause,
nice.
like his neighbors are gonna hate him so much in like the fall when things cool down. Just like I can just wear this anywhere.
Yeah.
But why?
I will communicate with my neighbors through interpretive dance in my Zentai suit.
I'll tell you this much though, because we're having so much fun with like hey, let's erase parts of ourselves. I foresee an episode of Midweek where we try to do the entire thing with like the hand puppet faces from the labyrinth, like, ha ha, that was a great meme.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a good idea.
I think this is a good idea. I like this.
Except I can't figure out how it's done.
Yeah, we'll have to. We gotta figure it out for sure.
It will be a challenge.
Something.
That's better than me being on with a sign right behind me that says slow. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, he changed it to fast.
He did change it to fast. I gotta give him that.
Yeah. He sat beneath the fast sign. You're speedy boy.
Fast. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Yeah, you're like a mix of Sonic and what's that character? It's Lightning McQueen.
Yep.
Dude, how cool would it be to be able to turn invisible? Because then you could fucking masturbate in public and nobody would know.
Oh, I would totally do it.
You know, it's a funny thing that with all of the benefits and advantages of being able to turn invisible as a superpower would give you, that's where so many people go. It's like, yeah, you could masturbate in public.
If Kevin Bacon's an example, I mean, obviously you would become a rapist and a murderer. So,
Well, obviously,
but,
that's like a given. But masturbate too.
Didn't Liam Neeson do one of those? Was he invisible in Darkman?
No, he wasn't invisible. He had masks. He
no,
put on
he's
masks.
all fucked up.
Yeah.
But Chevy
yeah.
Chase was invisible one time. He was the Invisible Man.
Yeah, and it was terrible. God.
But it was
Oh,
Chevy Chase. It's tolerable.
Frankly, my dear just asked if the jizz was invisible too.
No.
I don't think it would be as fun if the jizz was invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that needs to be visible. Be like, oh my god, where did this white stuff come from? Oh my god.
Yeah, you just go and like silently fap on a park bench next to an absolute stranger and then just dump your load where they've been putting their coffee down.
Don't do anything gross like put it in the coffee. No, just like, so they set the coffee down and then when they pick it up to drink, like it drips onto their lap or something, like, what the fuck? Somebody came on my pants!
Or you just actually like you just wait until you find like an obvious Twitch thought sitting in a park somewhere, just beat off and just blast all over fish. You're like, oh my god, I'm having flashbacks to my last job.
Moving on. So JT, anything you want to promote, shill, put up there into the world, buddy?
Nope. I think everybody knows what I shield by now.
Ah, man. Well,
All
sweet.
right.
It's always a pleasure. And we'll try and get some gaming done here pretty soon. All right.
Yeah, and
All right, man.
get your ass the fuck like moved out here. That way we can just do some more midweek shenanigans and just bail halfway through the show.
Oh, I'm working on it, man. If I gotta rent the cardboard box, I'm gonna be out there.
All right, man.
Cardboard
I already,
boxes
put
are
in
pretty.
the job and
Those are pretty
all that
expensive out here too. Oh, by the way, though, just on a side note, just because I know it's one of your interests, it occurred to me after the fact that I actually do have a friend who works for the parks department, and he's a forester.
definitely hit me up about that.
I will.
Because I'm into that job.
Cool.
I'm totally into that job.
All right, later, buddy.
All right, later, bub.
See you, man.
All right. So we got time for one more, but it's probably gonna have to be kind of a quick one because I actually do have some shit I got to do. But people have been waiting, so we definitely will hang out with some peeps.
Yeah.
We got eight in the waiting room. We've been burning through them, man, burning through them. Let's see, who do we got? Oh shit. We got Gator. We got Gator.
Oh, it's the Gator.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing all right. Taking a little bit of break right now. Listen to you guys.
How's your chlamydia? Ah!
Nice.
Sorry.
You're keeping up with it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a community thing. I was really expecting. I honestly really thought that the name for the squirrel would end up being that word, but instead we went with SquirrelX, which is so much better.
SquirrelX and Norbit. Norbit was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's the show been going, dude?
Well, we've been on a little bit of hiatus for the last couple of weeks, so just trying to figure out like where we're going from there. Right now, we've been talking to the Discord community and stuff, and one of the things that has sort of been brought up is that with the pre-show, y'all show, and the after show, that's like 9 hours of content.
Yeah, that's badass.
So it's a little rough on folks being able to keep up with it. So we're flirting with the idea of maybe doing it as a a sister show sometime else during the week.
We could do a
not running over anybody's feet. A morning show. Oh, that's actually that would actually allow the Brits to come on and they wouldn't be dead tired.
Yeah. See, actually, like we've been playing with different ideas, and a morning show came to my mind. But then I remembered I don't wake up in the morning, so like I was amazed I made Pitmonk's show the other day. I was sitting there sipping coffee. I'm like, I can't remember the last time I streamed and drank something that wasn't alcoholic. This is strange.
Dude,
it is a very weird place to be.
Dude, Pitmonk's show is great though. I had a really good experience when I did it.
Oh, Pitmonk's the man. Honestly, like, if I have one genuine regret from VidCon, I'd say it's probably not getting to actually meet and hang out with him.
You didn't get to meet him. You didn't get to meet him at all.
No.
Really? What? No! Oh, he's such a sweetheart, dude. He's one of the coolest guys.
Yeah, I only went to the one party, and then I went to the end party at the bar where I was doing I spent the entire night doing shots with Lacey, and yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, and like he was like when I did a show earlier this week, he even pointed out that he's like, yeah, man, I was fucking disappointed we didn't get to hang out, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Don't worry, I didn't really get to hang out with anyone except Magog for the most part.
Hey, it at least looked like you guys had a good time.
It was a good time.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and I got to fight the Pacific Ocean. I was happy about that. Called it a draw.
I weirded out everybody in my house. That was pretty great. Did I tell you about that, Nick?
No.
Oh, okay. So, the first night, like, we all get, like, loaded fucking drunk. I probably got more drunk than anybody else. And I was, like, sleazing on the hot trannies and like, blah, 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 blah. Then I passed out early because I was so drunk. But I woke up in the morning. I'm a morning person. I wake up super ass early. I woke up at, like, 7 a.m. And I grabbed my laptop and I grabbed the mimosas and I went out to the backyard where there's a pool, and I hooked my laptop up to the big TV that has good speakers. I poured myself mimosas, and I put on Eye of the Tiger. And I started, like, blaring it and playing Eye of the Tiger really loud in the backyard and chugging mimosas, and I was in my American flag swim trunks and nothing else, and I'm just start fist pumping and dancing around the pool to the fucking music, and then dove in and just swam and, like, got wasted early in the morning.
I just imagine like Monday and Matt just sort of like shambling out to see what the fuck is happening. And like, seriously?
Yeah. Dude, I go crazy. I go crazy at conventions, man. I can't be stopped. I go fucking nuts. And first thing in the morning, what do I want to do? I want to fist pump, listen to 80s music, and I want to go swim. Super into it.
I was pretty sad I didn't get over there to go swimming. Like the only time I got touched any water outside of washing. Well, I didn't even wash dishes. Gabby did that. But yeah, outside of that, I think the Pacific was like the only water I encountered. And I'm not complaining about the trip, but yeah. No, and yeah, there was the funny thing too. So Jeff had a plan to do basically the whole day as Hemlock Moonwolf. Well, to let Hemlock Moonwolf hang out in his place.
Yeah.
And then like that
And
didn't
then
work.
Magog killed him.
Yeah.
Well, Magog killed him, and that was a handy way. That way, he didn't have to wear that costume and do that shit all day.
I was, to be honest, the day that I was going to do the Hemlock Moonwolf recording, two things happened. One, I was really hungover, and two, I realized that most of my internet YouTuber friends have never actually seen an episode of Hemlock Moonwolf. They haven't seen it.
Really?
Like, yeah, they like woke up and came out, and I'm in the costume, and they're like, "The fuck are you wearing, dude?" I'm like, oh.
No, not gonna see a damn thing. Yeah,
Well, I don't really want to explain it because I'm too hungover, but I probably could have talked him into it. But
now
yeah.
Magog, the fact that like when we went out, because it was Magog's first time seeing the Pacific as well. Like he'd seen nearly every other ocean, but just never been to the Pacific Ocean. And when he went out, it was pretty funny because I was expecting a lot of people to be giving him really strange looks because this necromancer in plaid swim trunks with a full robe, makeup, contacts, everything, shows up, stands at the edge of the ocean, kind of wades in a little bit, and then complains about it being cold. But then I remembered, like, wait a second, this is Southern California. You need to try way harder to be weird there. Because, yeah, nobody, like, there's a couple people who are like, wait, what? Okay, fine. It's probably some kind of a religious nut. All right, that's fine.
It's just performance art. That happens every Tuesday.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm bounding out, like, and we did get some footage of this. I don't think I incorporated it in any of my videos. I'll have to see if I can get it. But no, when I decided, like, yeah, I brought my swim trunks. Cool, I'm gonna swim in the Pacific. I'm like, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swim in the Pacific. Looking like I'm making a YouTube video. So yeah, full white button down with my waistcoat and everything. And I just dashed into the fucking ocean dressed like I'm going to some kind of wedding or something. And then I was just out there and I was like, wave would come in and be like, what? Yeah, atomic fucking elbow. Kabam, kabam. It was a good time. And then Magog's just standing on the shoreline looking at me like I'm a weirdo. And I really hope enough people actually got to see the necromancer looking at the three-piece suit in the ocean. Saying, what's wrong with him?
Well, you guys got a picture of it. What was it? We saw it in the Discord. Around about the time, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Anahata came out with us to that too. And I think she was more worried about going into the ocean because the riptide from the waves. I mean, so I'm roughly a 200-pound man who's just about 6 feet tall. And so, yeah, it's not going to fuck with me that much. But, I mean, you put her in there and you might as well just, like, put her in a bottle and she'll give her message to whoever hauls her out of the ocean eventually. Probably in, like, fucking Thailand or something.
Hey, it's cheaper than plane tickets.
Exactly.
True.
It's better, and it's better travel than Spirit Air.
I'm thinking like if I can actually swing it. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to afford it because the plane tickets to get there are fucking annoyingly expensive. I am gonna try and go to MythCon, and then there's Vegas in January.
Vegas.
Hi, what's up?
Oh,
I'm
excited for that.
Champagne break.
Oh, this MidWeek has been brought to me by Champagne Break, but I don't have any hands, so you have to feed me it. You have to feed me it.
There's something strangely erotic about that.
It's so nice that you help your disabled husband. Has life been tough for you since I became a head? Yeah?
I'm champagne drunk.
You're champagne drunk? Oh, you're getting in the pooper tonight. Yeah, with my nose, because I don't have a body.
Nah, you just do the millennial thing. You just eat the ass. Just gotta eat. It's all a millennial floating head can do these days. But you know, it's like, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. I'm planking. What the fuck?
If you guys haven't heard "Do You Eat Ass" by Princess Vitara, you haven't lived. So please, by all means, everybody go look up Princess Vitara because she's amazing. Ooh, champagne and death shots and vodka. Woohoo! Woohoo!
It's been a hell of a show.
I mean, this is the formal announcement for the YouTube Saints space program. Jeff Holiday is our brave, intrepid soul going into the great beyond.
They're just gonna launch my head into space because it's a lot cheaper than sending a whole body.
I just wish there was a way I could close this box.
I know. I wish I probably could figure out a way to do that, to actually make an animation to make it fucking close. But we're probably never doing this again.
No, we'll do this again. It'll be fine.
Fine.
We'll just wait for the next heat wave. I'll just like keep an eye on the forecast for Eugene. I'm like, ooh, high of 98. Jeff, how you feel about doing a green screen suit again, huh? Now, in terms of MythCon, though, I have actually been like progressively giving more and more thought because it's in Milwaukee. That's 1,700 miles from me.
Right.
It's and I couldn't help but think to myself, like, that would be one hell of a ride.
Well, okay. Think about it like this, though. It's a 3-hour trip from Chicago, by bus. So like, it's really cheap to get a plane ticket from anywhere to Chicago. Super fucking cheap. Yeah. So you can actually do it pretty affordable if you just fly to Chicago and then hop a bus and go to Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, except I'm also still behind on literally every bill, and
also, like, you also have to go through the Chicago Greyhound station and not get shot.
I've done that. It's fine. It's fine. You got to look like you don't have any money
and act crazy.
I'm really good at that.
Maybe piss yourself a little bit,
That's incidental. That's just gonna happen.
See, it's gonna be easy for me. All I have to do is have somebody check my head in a bag like luggage.
No, you just actually show up, literally, just like realistically, just travel in the green suit. I mean, granted, TSA might have an issue or 2 or 5.
No, I mean, what am I gonna fucking
green?
Most people don't know this about TSA agents, but they're all colorblind and they can't see the color green. It's just invisible to them. They also their vision is based on movement.
They'll be like, sir, yeah, I'm afraid like you don't have a ticket. Oh no, it's okay. I'm gonna just put my head in the overhead bin.
See, I'll start going through security like this, and they're like, "Excuse me, sir, what happened to your body?" And then I'll just stop, and they're like, "Where'd it go?" And that's what you do. Yeah, that's how you get past TSA.
Yeah, TSA. The TSA.
You're welcome.
Their vision is based on movement. So yeah. That's why they need to get in that time machine.
Well, that's why they never tell you to freeze.
And that's why they all have tiny little arms.
Yeah, they never tell you to freeze because then they can't see you.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, like them looking through your luggage is the most hilarious thing because they're bent over at the waist, just fiddling through it with their T-Rex arms.
What the fuck?
They have T-Rex arms.
Yeah, they do.
They always do.
They hire them. No, they hire them through. That's because they get a tax break by hiring through Easter seals. And I mean, take all the other jokes I made about TSA out of the equation. Leave that one there. It's still true.
Holy shit!
I was either gonna tie ribbons around decorative soap, or I was gonna work for the Transportation Security Administration. They give me a blue shirt.
Anyway, anything you want to promote? Anything you want to put out there, Gator?
Well, we're probably gonna try and do the after show tonight, just for wanting to do it.
Shits and giggles and shits.
Shits and giggles, my dudes. That, and also do check out our Saturday show. I don't know if you guys have been able to pop in and catch it yet.
I've caught it a couple times. Yeah.
Can I just say too, and everybody really needs to check out both the after show and the Saturday show, but I wanted to thank you personally for that wonderful sort of bidding war that happened some weeks ago when you and the pre-show decided you were gonna throw down your hard-earned money to talk shit about the other guys. I mean, I don't know who's competing with Robin Gething these days, but I'm sorry that it's a problem.
God damn it! That was just Jables, Ruchi, and me. Just
that was a perfect amount of shade. No, it's like, hey guys, we got our tax returns back. Let's give it to Jeff and Nick.
Yeah, well, no. It all started with Jables always popping onto the after show, and like in the middle of it, because we always do like the shill at the end of the show for everybody who was on, and Jables would like in the middle of just us talking would just start shilling the pre-show, and so we have that back and forth going, and now it turned into war.
I'm okay with it. I mean, it paid the Comcast bill. So hey, how about that?
Hey, that's what's up.
It's a big family we got here. Kind of like a Jewish family in that we hate each other, yet we throw money at each other.
Okay, so you got the after show, you get the Saturday show. What else, man?
I was actually going to ask if either of you would be willing. It is 3 p.m. Central for the Saturday show. If either of you would be interested in voicing an NPC for the show.
I can do. What day? Saturday?
Saturdays.
That's 3 p.m. Central.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it 5 p.m. real time. Yeah, I'm down.
4 p.m.
All right. Hey.
Okay.
I'll DM you the details and stuff for it, because right now the party is about to pull a lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels and rob a gang of mutant pigmen.
Nice, sweet. All right, well, take care, buddy, and I'll be watching the after show. I'll pop in if I can get a chance to, but otherwise, take care. All right, man.
All right. Sweet. Yes. Take care.
All right, so Ben donated $2. Said, "When are you in Phoenix?" I'll be going back soon for a couple of days. I don't think either of us are going back to Phoenix until Kilroy next year. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, I'm going to Kilroy.
Yeah, I don't get to travel without reason.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, no, I think we're
reasons though, aren't there?
There really are. I think we're both pretty much confirmed to go to Kilroy next year, though, aren't we?
We're confirmed to host it.
Yeah, I think we're like actually like gonna do a bigger role.
We will be the MCs of the event. So
cool. I'm down for that. More responsibility means more reward. I get a handler this time though, because I was pretty jealous that you had a handler.
It was a personal assistant.
Yeah, personal assistant.
Assisted me with all kinds of things.
I mean, it's I don't know. I just think it's a good idea.
You want a trap assistant? No, actually, no. In all fairness, though, Maeve was fucking invaluable because I am really, really bad with schedules. Just, I mean, you know, drinking, even sober, I'm fucking terrible with schedules, and so it was really fucking great to have somebody there, reminding me that I had something to do, such as like, hey, your talk's in 40 minutes. Oh shit! I was gonna write that. I
better do it on this fucking receipt. Jesus
better
Christ.
do it on a bar receipt as I'm having
did.
my.
It was a great, dude. It was a great talk. You gave a great talk. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. Honestly, like I found with Kilroy, one of the beauties I found to it was because it was under such duress, both from like just the natural stresses of trying to organize and manage a convention for the first time, plus all of the horse shit that like dumb fucks were just pouring on. Half of whom, at the end of which, were like, "All right, I kind of think I want to go to this. You guys look like a really good time." Like, yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And with that, I mean, like, there was so much improvisation in terms of making the thing work from start to finish. Part of me worries in a sense that like that was the magic, and that like, oh God, next time it's gonna be professional. I don't know how to deal with that.
I probably won't be able to get away with as much shenanigans, but we'll see. I don't know. I have faith in our ability to fuck things up. So, with that being the case, we have been your Midweek Saints. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Do we have? Is he confirmed for Sunday?
Yeah, no, I confirmed him on his show. Actually, he's like, well, y'all ain't had me on Saints yet. I'm like, what are you doing Sunday?
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're gonna.
I know what you're doing.
We're having Pimp Monk on Sunday. We kind of came to this realization that like the thing that makes a good show isn't necessarily whether or not we're getting like the fucking craziest, biggest fucking person. We get somebody fun. Just get somebody fun and have fun with it, because fuck it, like, you know, if the show's not fun for us, it's not gonna be fun for you. So Pimp Monk is awesome. So we're
Pimp Monk is awesome. Also, like, you know, the thing is too is like, you know, we're reapproaching that period in YouTube content creation where the big names, the big channels, they've been doing their thing for so long. A lot of people are like, well, what's new? And it's good to find because like there are so many new creators coming up who, I mean, like the very fact that Low Res Wonder Bread has not outpaced me in terms of his size and reach yet is bewildering to me, genuinely.
Me too. He's incredible.
Fucking fantastic channel.
Yeah.
And we've had him on once before. That's a good thing. And also, I mean, in terms of content, not everything needs to be online content creators. I know there were some people who were a little off-put by having a stand-up comic that they weren't familiar with on the show a couple weeks back.
It was fun.
It was a great show. And honestly, like, if you guys continue coming back, I'm going to be trying to actually bring more comedians in because, like, comics are some of the best folks. And if we get enough of them and enough of us harass them on Twitter, maybe we can get Doug Stanhope.
Maybe one day.
Still a goal.
It's still a goal. I know it is.
Yeah. But in the meantime, Sunday show, Pip Monk. It's gonna be fucking fire. The guy has no fucks to give.
No fucks to give, and he's probably the most positive person on the planet. But that's us. We've been the Saints. We love you. I'm gonna go give my wife a little head. No.
I got it. No, I got it. Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Hey, if you guys are still here, you got to go to twitch.tv/Caligator, Caligator. Go do it. Do it now. Come on.